up against Eno to kick things off, and this is going to be an interesting one here. Kai, of course, definitely a very potent character, has a lot of great tools, kind of deny that approach from Eno and some of that set play. We'll see if we can get that initial knockdown. Can be tricky for Eno to make an approach, especially when we think about that stun edge and far slash, being able to interrupt so much of that range that she wants to try to interrupt. So we'll see a little bit of chemical love potentially to try to get some interrupts against Kai, getting that offense rolling. Opening gambit will be absolutely terrifying to see. I wouldn't be surprised to see a stroke from Udongein, but maybe that's a little too wild.
I mean, your guess is as good as mine. I always shout out, you know, whenever you see Eno on the screen, you are about to see something absolutely wild from that side.
That's what's 2S as the starter anyway. Trying to low profile at least a little bit.
Aggressive burst already from Udongein. Taki very close to the corner.
The dash out, trying to get a feel for the situation. Another 2S, massive counter hit, but offensive burst from Taki back at it to hold the corner. Still getting opened up. Nice overhead.
Yeah. That cover dash. Woo! Giving people fits at times, although a little too close for the button, and now Taki able to take their turn, but again, the hover dash overhead. Always just got to be keeping aware of when you need to stand and when you need to crouch block against Eno, because she will chew you up if you are guessing wrong.
Absolutely. That's the benefit, though, of having that Vapor Thrust. Although missed time from Taki, the right idea. If we were going to reset pressure with a dash, Vapor Thrust would have got us out of the corner. Applying Shock State to maintain our turn. We're getting pushed out thanks to FD, so Udongein still not getting that opportunity to dash out. And we're really reaching with these 2S's. Stun Dipper, able to get the Shatter here. Taki going to get that first positive bonus and try to catch up in the resource game.
Stroke just a little too far away to connect with Taki, and the run-up throw now. Taki just trying to close out this life bar. Udongein will get burst back for this final round, but Taki, good job closing out.
I think they've both been really trying to figure out the positioning at maximum range here and just kind of falling short of it. And that's kind of suffering some of their combo routing. I love the deflection and trying to interrupt with the 2S of our own. Stroke, does get blocked. Nice, got that overhead with the JS.
Taki now feeling the need to burst. That is going to be pretty much it for their resources. Udongein, good delay button. Catches Taki on the approach, although doesn't get the wall splat. Another good hover dash overhead, and now getting that positive bonus rolling.
PRC to stop the recovery. You see that far slash attempt to come up, but going to get counter hit by the stroke. And despite dropping, he still course corrected the PRC 6H and lift off. Good start.
Great start. And yeah, both players, you know, it's very early on. Like, obviously, both players probably just hopped off of rank, probably just hopped off of the training mode. Maybe a little bit of nerves happening right now. But it's all good. Tons of time to play. We'll see, can we clean things up? Can we get that damage that I know was left on the table on both sides? Well, we will find out here in just a moment as we head into game 2.
I think that's important, being able to finish your combo routing here, and I think they push each other out. Udon has been very persistent at spending on FD. JP to carry over to the corner. Again, these maximum ranges these two are playing at is just truly fascinating. Backing off. Nice.
Yeah, Udongein, yeah, immediately feeling the need to burst as well, so that resource gone, if only for a moment. Taki, run up throw, trying to set things up with a fireball.
Dipper. The patience. Still trying to reach with punish for Taki, that 2P.
Yeah, but getting knocked down, so that means the note set up for Udongein. Now, again, the hover dash overhead this time gets faked out in the low connecting. Taki takes their turn with a good poke.
Alright, there's that stroke. Actually, should be able to corner carry with Shatter. Ah! There it is!
Yeah, gets the wall stick. There's the full charge for the wall break. Taki does have to burst to spend if we want to be a hero, but probably not looking at. Okay. Okay. Alright, Taki.
Very lucky we did not have the meter to convert that. Start with the 2H. I think that was a massive misinput on the side of Taki there, unless we're expecting a dash in cover from Udon. Falls out. Nice 6P counter hit.
Great escape from Taki, but Udon just aware of where Taki's going to end up landing, and now just needs to find a way to get this last about 25%. Not a safe jab. Still one more shot at life though for Taki.
Nice. Able to get the follow-up there. Udon taking that lead 2-0 over Taki. One more game.
Yeah, as the games are getting longer, I can definitely see Udon just being like, all right, I'm starting to see these tendencies from you. I'm starting to get warmed up. I'm starting to get comfortable. It is definitely on Taki to try and throw Udon off their game.
I think it is definitely the comfort that's showcasing here from Udon. As we're able to convert a little more consistently off of stray hits. I think that's a big deal as compared to Taki, really trying to find those massive strikes to start things off. Great, fortunate. Oh, not your turn off a shock state.
Big counter hit, meaning that Udon does have to give up burst in order to reestablish some kind of distance, but Taki just reclosing, just harassing. The double overhead is getting blocked, but Udon is still stuck in the corner.
Engage building up, quick RC, a little bit high up there. Still Taki able to open up with the throw. What does Udon do here? And this is where it becomes a problem for Ino. She doesn't have a lot of reversal options here. And Taki, as long as we can keep cycling shock state, is going to have a lot of opportunity to keep applying this pressure.
I'm not sure if that was a wise move from Taki, just using the burst so aggressively so that Udon would stay in the corner. I mean, we still got a ton of life to work with, and now Udon, seeing that the gates are open, there is opportunity.
But let this burst usage come back to bite you. I think we were banking on the fact that we had the substantial life lead, that we were going to dominate that corner, but losing that spacing for a tap dust to go off the wayside there, I think was probably the biggest mistake that Taki had made in the offensive pressure, because then it forced us to spend PRC to put us into a tension pulse, and that clearly spelled a resource deficit there for Taki.
Set point now for Udon. Good back throw off of the fake pressure. Although Taki just belligerently pressing, forcing Udon to give up first, and actually getting a really sick wall break conversion off of the burst.
Hey, nice. Actually, quick cancel off the PRC. Oh, stroke, and we'll do it again. Quick sticky from Udon. This is so expensive. Wait a minute. 100 tension spent in a matter of 5 seconds here?
And it is. You gotta spend money to make money, as some may say. And Taki, I think the bank balance is 0. The credit card has been declined. No reason.
Just out of nowhere. Folks were playing Dizzy, and then suddenly some folks really unlocked the potential of this character. Love on Baiken, though. There's definitely some unfamiliarity here. Love, kind of unsure how to approach the ice fish. But now I love the ice ground, right? Because we make it so tricky, as you can see, for Love to try to close the gap. It's just kind of zone away. Lack of Michael Sword, Connor.
Yeah. Wings of Light now popping. Nuclear Rod has been dropped, and not enough tension to fully deplete the life bar, but the Michael Sword backup will seal it up.
6P, get away full distance, and Ice is on the field. And I'm going to shorten the run and come to you. Nice extension.
The disco floor setup definitely working well for Connorlink. Big counter hit. Not even going to wait for the Wings of Light to completely pop. Doesn't need to. It is a perfect. It is a 1-0. Connorlink seems to have all the answers.
Yeah, it definitely just seems like Love is very unfamiliar with this matchup here on how to approach. So when Ice goes down, you kind of take a risk where you could make a jump approach, but that's a very telegraphed approach, right? But if you stay grounded, it's going to be so difficult for you to close that gap, and Connor is going to interrupt that approach here. And Baiken does have a few tricks up her sleeve to close the gap. So we'll see if that shows up here, because she could try to go for jumping Kabari. Tatami Mat is also a great way to interrupt that approach. That should have been a JH right there from Love. There we go.
Nice. Yeah. I'm not sure if Love just like wanted to neutral jump and try and bait out a button or see what Connorlink was going to try and do with that jumping nothing. But Connorlink already fighting out of the corner. Doesn't set up the disco floor. Woo!
I love the cannon though, using the gunshot. Look at the block stun that we got for the approach off of it. And Love is still just going to whittle away at that wrist gauge, finds the opening, immediate burst from Connor.
Good block switch. Now Love. Oh, trying to interrupt!
We had a close slash attempt, but it's not your turn. Frozen. Connor with 100 meter. Doesn't spend it, tries to reset for throw.
Throw tech and dissipates the Wing of Light. However, the counter hit, follow up. Connorlink very comfortable at the moment.
Good block of the Ozanson. 2 has to push away. Connor still knocking at the door of Love. Pull through. We had the tether, but that was an expensive chase down off the Ozanson there.
Sorry, I'm just gonna double back there really quick. The door, knocking on the door of Love, that sounds like the tagline for some 90s like game show right there.
It's actually one of my mom's romance novels.
Love a perfect seemingly starting to put together pieces, navigating this matchup. Connorlink though, full stick of burst going into this final round. Not blocking TKO Johnson though.
Whoa! Alright, got the launcher here. I love the idea. And still trying to reset to make sure we can get the side slot. We want to maintain corners, so we go for a BRC. I love the routing that we had off that JD, but the wall bounce made things a little iffy there. Love has some fundamentals in terms of combo routing in this corner. Nice throw.
Hold on, we got some awareness. Rope is on. Love. That was great. No, drops the combo. I think could have killed there.
Yeah, wanted the tether a little bit longer and would have tatamied into victory, but good chase down for Love nonetheless. 1-all in the set.
Yeah, Love really just performing a trial by fire at the moment. Definitely, as the set goes on, I think is just getting more and more confident on what they can do. Connor, I mean, we saw them earlier setting up the disco floor a lot game 1. Didn't really do it as much for game 2.
Right. I feel like we go back to that because game 1 there was clear indication that Love did not have a way to navigate. But now that you're being tethered up, there's going to be very little opportunity to try to set that scenario up again. 2H, Kabari, nice follow through.
Love is going to get the wall stick. There's the wall break. Positive bonus. Going to start to roll in. Connor. Half burst to work with, so any hit is probably going to spell curtains for them. Good anti-air with the lava dart.
Floor set up. We got another chestnut. Oh! Yeah.
Get to combo off of that in that scenario?
Yes, you do. Let's not forget that ice floor is a double-edged sword. So not only do you get a combo bounce on the side of Dizzy, but so does your opponent if they get that knockdown.
Love now, yeah, just taking full control of the set by the looks of things. Burst is available for both sides. Good instant block on the TKO. Johnson knew that it was coming. And Love not letting Connor take their turn.
Tough. Still got the stand blocking Ozanson again. Another throw into the corner. Oh my goodness, the 2K into close slash to keep bouncing off the wall with tether was sick.
That was so sick. Yeah, lava dart, good anti-air. Here's the fish. YRC. No, not close enough for gold burst. Connor. Just a little too far away. Love just able to run up with, I believe, the 2K. Take that game.
Can Love conquer all in this set?
Well, I mean, if you're asking Connorlink that, then I think their answer is, God, I hope not.
Duel
a little aggressive. At least ask me out to dinner first.
ParagOnline immediately getting bursted. Love just wants to eat all aggression all the time.
Look at this. Does get the ice floor again. Going back to shades of game 1 for Connor, which were very successful. The sword to push away. Another chestnut setup, and what a bait on that Kabari.
Nice. Yeah, and sets up the Wing of Light just for a little bit of extra tension, I believe, but Love taking their turn. Oh, that could have been a massive whiff punish.
Oh, massive counter hit. Should be able to finish the round. Nice job.
Connorlink really just trying to change the game up enough to where Love is going to struggle. Wings of Light have been deployed. We're trying to make Love block for as long as possible, but a gold burst in that situation for the positive bonus for Love. Ooh.
Let's get a cross up. Still holding on a block from Love. Okay, opened up low. Under tension for Connor. Oh, good block on the super.
Yeah. Connorlink, yeah, should be able to find the kill here. No! Okay. Gets it on the next hit. It is 2-2. A dominant game from Connorlink. Love just unable to really... I'm not sure what happened with Love. It just seemed like Connorlink just had every single answer at the correct time.
And again, it's just going back to that original playstyle that we had in game 1. Just get the distance, force my opponent into the ice floor scenario, and force them to make mistakes by getting overzealous on approaching. Will it pay off again? Do we try to change our game plan? I hope not. Connor has got like a sound plan to start off with.
Well, there's step 1 in the game plan. Burst already gone for Love, and now... Ooh, good deflect! Anticipates Wing of Light.
Jumping, yeah, with the JS. Tossed.
Wings of Light getting anticipated, and there's a big counter hit. Burst has to immediately be spent, otherwise you're threatening getting... or just dying right there. Big counter hit, Narwhal! Are you dead? Yeah! Okay, that was sick.
This final round potentially here. Try to get the match. Lego block. Wait a minute. Caught in the corner with the 2D. Lift off onto Tommy Matt. About to get another... Whoa, wait a minute. We could have done a hard knockdown. Chases down. Getting close. This is the JD route. That's 0-2 so far for that route in the corner. That was a mistake right there. Love wanted the low mix, or even just go for the high off the blur. Still open things up, but again, a little bit shaky. We've seen a couple times now where Love tries to go for blur mix, and it's just a little bit slower, a little more telegraphed than we'd like. Not getting the fast RC.
Final round, winner take all at this point.
Huge JS.
Just able to beat out the chestnut there, and now big counter hit does earn burst out from Love, so any hit, any good hit, going to mean a lot of damage for either side. Disco floor getting set up, Love getting pushed all the way to the other side of the screen.
Oh! Try to set up a left-right scenario.
This combo rolling. See? Normal throw. Are you dead? Wait.
Could be good enough. You got the meter. You may as well spend it. Doesn't need to. Connor. Reverse sweep against Love. Wins and losses. It's going to be Millia up against Giovanna. Matchup that can be a little scary, but with a 2D start like this, you're looking great. Oh, I think we could have done 2 up 4K and guaranteed shatter, but reset the route there.
Want to maintain that corner pressure, I believe, and flip kick for the wall splat. There is Windstorm for the wall break. Not dead yet. Millia having brittle bone syndrome. Wasn't enough to kill her, but the follow-up was.
Here, not missing the 6P opportunity. Jumping a little bit too fast. Looks to be tricky to get an anti-air there. Oh, you're 2+ and no reaction from HC. Now going to get bullied to the corner with that side swap. No burst there. That was a bait from Floofy. That's why we didn't see a full extension in the air route. Nice DP.
Yeah. HZ definitely going to get this wall stick. Yeah, it gets the wall break. Probably not going to be looking to invest burst anytime soon. Oh, my beat.
I'm surprised he didn't go for super for that shatter. HZ could have got that hard knockdown, had 50, and you still would have had positive bonus anyways. So you would have built up another bar if you would have had the hard knockdown there. Nice. Got the anti-air again. So quick with it for HZ.
Playing a little bit of the neutral dance.
Yeah, that was crucial because we jumped just outside the range of a DP with that retreating air dash from Floofy, who's got a couple throws now and just set up. Yeah, it's so tricky to punish that DP from Giovanna there, but Floofy is not far away from challenging.
Good block on side swap Artemis, but still stuck in the blender, having to use the YRC, yeah. And good recognition as well. Floofy finally pulling the trigger on the burst, but the DP coming out for HC.
Oh my goodness.
Goes for a reset, gets it.
I need HC to finish some of these combo routes. We had a shatter guaranteed on that route, but reset for a dash install drill. Got the stagger state, still able to get the victory, but man, oh man.
Oh, man. That was certainly a roller coaster of emotions right there.
Absolutely.
Duel 1.
Luke really showing good signs of life there in the middle of that first game. We'll see. Can they put things together?
Over the muscle memory mistake right there. Doing the dash install. Next best bet would have been the backslash. Would have been able to go for that flip kick, and I think it would have caught that air route there against Floofy. But regardless, Floofy caught back in the corner against HC and denying the DP.
And a little bit of the neutral game happening right now. HC getting slowly backed into the left side of the screen, and finally the disc does connect. Floofy gonna immediately cash out.
Wait a minute, are we just watching the last round again?
I think we might be. There is Windstorm, and that is a guts crush to kill.
This time, spending the super. 6P is the round start, looking for a jump. And now Floofy just waiting for a high recovery move from HC, whether it be the 2D or even a 6P. You can't get too preemptive with these buttons anymore. Nice.
Great pass through on the disc setup. Yeah, immediately cashing out. There is Winger. That is going to be a hard knockdown. Positive bonus as well.
I'm ready for the side swap again. Right for super, dash up the close slash.
Once again, duel 3. Run up throw after the castle. Good block.
Surprised that far slash didn't get punished. 2H! Alright, HZ getting a massive counter hit, but put right back in the corner. Now ejecting with bursts of their own. Good chase down, but not enough to launch for a full DP combo. This time though, that dash install flip kick, we're definitely gonna go for the super. This should shatter.
Yeah, close enough to the wall to guarantee the wall break, and now Floofy, one guess left! Ooh, just sending it.
Extremely careful when trying to guess against Giovanna with her frame traps. And just that run-up DP is also pretty scary. The reward you get for hitting with it is just substantial for her.
Absolutely, yeah. I've seen tons of life bars get deleted off of the flip kick as as it just catches from
Duel one.
people just from so far away. HC is looking very solid. Floofy, I mean, the adaptation, it's not clear what they need to do. HZ getting nickel and dimed here. 2K2D, there's another disc set up. The layering, just chewing HZ alive. I believe this will be a perfect.
Yeah, good on not spending that burst either.
Duel 2. Let's rock.
Pikachu, wild throw is a wild throw. Don't play Semantics with me.
K2D, side swap 2K2D. Oh, the fadeaway button connecting. What? You can do that? Are you... Why am I asking if you're dead? It's Millia.
Especially at the counter hit like that.
HG now on set point.
Oh, nice little side swap there.
That was nasty.
Excuse me, RC. Yeah, because we had that hair card. Now catching with that DP. And with the side swap to 6H to convert with that super, that was beautiful for HC to get that hard knockdown.
Well, HC's got to work through burst first. Oh no! The combo drop! Here comes Windstorm! Will it connect? Oh! Very close. HZ thankfully having the meter to RC out of the whiff, but just not blocking low. Floofy finally on the board.
Okay, let's see if there's an answer back here. I mean, that damage output from HC certainly makes this kind of tricky, but Floofy's still getting plenty of opens against HC with left-right scenarios, so we can see if we could try to add more visual noise with this setup and go for the dash through here.
Duel
Oh yeah,
one.
no doubt, no doubt.
Let's rock.
Floofy. Floofy's been doing great so far. It's just that the hits that like you mentioned, HG is just like absolutely dealing damage in handfuls. I mean, it looks like it's Floofy's time to shine here as HZ very low on life, already no burst. Are you dead here? Are we gonna see Winger kill?
Oh yeah, that's enough damage.
Duel 2.
All right. Ooh, maybe noticing a bad habit from HZ.
See?
HZ has
There it
not
is.
blocked low at all.
It's the low block, and it's also just left righting. We've been opened up with side swaps time and time again. HZ has been exposed by Floofy right now. Floofy's running away with it. Does it again. Show me that you're going to be able to block. I don't care if we get the RC. Does have a YRC of our own, the side swap, just in case. I love the double jump. Avoiding the air throw that HZ tried to put out there. 2-all.
Yeah, just Floofy just recognize, like, yeah, just Floofy is just recognizing, hey, you're not doing this, so I'm just going to keep on nickel and diming you, just resetting the disc layering. And it's like, HZ just, you gotta have an answer at this point. Like, it is time for brass tacks.
You have to block the left right. That's what we got to do.
Mm-hmm.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Final game underway.
I've seen a close slash mistake several times. That was one of them. HC definitely wanted to dash up close slash, but we take those. Far slash opens up. Nice, got the anti-air.
get the full pickup, thankfully too far away for Floofy to really do anything about it. But here we go, Floofy now starting the layering. That's 2. That's 3.
Man.
This is
Duel 2.
This is just nasty from Floofy at this point. This is... I don't know what HZ can do other than, like, you gotta block correctly.
Yeah, that's all it is. Block correctly. And the moment that Floofy found this fatal flaw, HZ has been doing nothing but crumble.
That's from Voices. That is a guaranteed hard knockdown. Floofy just needs one more 2K TV. They literally just need one more 2K TV.
Blocks the wires. Hold on.
Ooh.
That's big. And
Wait a
cancels
minute.
out that burst. We're going to hold on to this burst regardless into the next round. So it's final strike on both sides. And since we have 50% on our tension, we're going to start chipping away with these normals, but the knockdown to 2D. You have to survive! Oh my god, HZ with the gold burst!
HZ just trying to stay in this match by any means necessary. And finally, Floofy
Duel 3.
not blocking the final hit all of a suddenly. It's final game, final round in the most interesting way that you can take it.
Oh, yeah, AC down without a burst is a nightmare scenario. Okay, 6P, that's great to call it the far slash. Dash install for the drill. Another disc and misses DP, but that's okay. Got the jump in. Floofy gonna start taking charge with the disc situation.
Okay.
Oh no, we devoured the DP! That Artemis! It's huge!
One hit from HZ though, and this life bar immediately gets opened up. There's the YRC. That is a good poke, but no link into a combo.
Okay, try to get for the anti-air. Backing off and negative penalty, no meter to your name, and that will do. Floofy with the massive chase down. Quite a turnaround, 3-2 victory.
Millia.
Everything.
Lewis, the man has been on a mission with Venom for a very long time, and is gonna have to face down Scissors.
Dude, nice 2P. Ooh, with the 2D knockdown, we still have a cue ball set up. Stinger's Scissor just relentless with the approach. Not quite getting the spin that we're looking for.
Very low on health. Here comes Dark Angel, gonna keep things locked down. Good RC to continue to threaten pressure. Scissors needs to find an opening, has 100 meter to work with.
2S. Yeah, just keep that distance with the Stinger. I love the parry attempt there because we've seen so often there's another Stinger follow-up. It could have been a full reversal there. Nice, sent the tweet. There's C to push, Lasagna trying to keep the distance. Back against the wall.
Can't burst anymore, any touch is gonna be lethal, and it's the 2K for Lasagna Slayer. Nice spin call out for the round start.
Nice setup here for the jump and approach. Yeah, you can't tell me that Venom is just a terrible character. Look at Lasagna.
Definitely not. Venom has that. Venom stocks have been rising for quite some time.
It's definitely one of those characters that has taken a while to really explore. That wrote off a little bit early, but still certainly not outshining some of the higher tiers and higher echelons, but there's something to be said about this offensive pressure from Venom for sure.
Nice job. Recognized the butterfly was coming out. Unfortunately, still got hit on the chase down. All set in Dark Angel. No! This was able to escape.
Nice 6P.
Scissors now, gotta be extra careful. Chip out can be a very real factor. Ooh! Skip anti-air.
Wait. Yeah, Fujin Dance Series closes the gap. We're trying to slow things down with the Dark Angel. The parry!
Oh! Perfect call out. I thought for a moment that Scissors was actually going to get clipped.
I am definitely applauding the quick thinking from Scissors. I mean, the APM that we've seen throughout the set has been huge. Nice IB. Still going to get knocked low.
First on for both sides. Only going to have an opportunity for a Wild Assault or Deflect Shield with the rate that this series continues at.
Ooh, look out for the throw there.
Yeah, PRC throw, and now Scissors just trapped against the corner. Nice! Good call out on the neutral jump, and now Lasagna Slayer. Chu is on the other foot.
Still have a dance, but right in front of you is the Dark Angel. That layered offense from Lasagna, making that approach very tricky for Scissors.
Yeah, and
with the commitment from Spin, you're locked into damage output from that Dark Angel, so well played.
Very well played, and this is going to be a long set. Like, both of these players taking their time, just trying to analyze what each other is doing. Like, Venom, I'm not going to mince words, like, Venom takes a long time to close out sets if the other player knows what is happening. And it seems like Scissors going to extend the timer as long as possible.
Oh, wow. Perfect dancing from Scissors. Got the spin. Close slash as the opener.
That was okay. Very interesting hitbox there.
Stinger. Yeah, look at the navigation from Scissors here. Now that we close the gap, keep things locked down with the butterfly setup.
Lasagna Slayer just not having the opportunity to throw out these stingers or set balls up anymore. Scissors just trying to run Lasagna Slayer down, although Venom is not defenseless.
Oh, I definitely got a hit. That was overhead? Because we blocked low, we got opened up.
I'm not sure what it was. But not blocking on his wake up, getting hit by the Dark Angel, and now Scissors in a very bad spot.
Oh no, you ran into it. That's your fault. That's your fault. You ran into it.
I'm shocked at what he can do. What do you mean that Venom can force you into Dark Angel and you have enough time to input super parry?
It's my wake up reversal. What do you mean?
Alright, fair enough.
Nice IB backing off. 2S, that max range. Full conversion quite yet. Get away from me. We low profiled the 5K to shoot the ball towards Anji. Nice little check.
Yeah, good normal throw. Scissors getting chipped away, but the falling button. But it's even up the life bars. Now Lasagna Slayer. Investing the burst into a deflect shield.
Ooh, we got it there. Could have been far worse. Actually, now it's going pretty south.
One more burst for either side. Nice air throw.
Such pressure. No escape. The big back of Anji. Oh no!
Pulling out command grab in that situation? Are you serious?
That was the loudest whistling of wind I've ever heard. That was the loudest. It was so audible.
Oh.
You know you messed up when you hear that sound. When there's a pause in action, you hear that, I'm gonna die. There's no way I come back from this.
Yeah.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
kind of like some of those like whip command grab like sound bites. Are you serious?
Mine would just be guess I'll die.
Yeah. And Lasagna Slayer is just putting up a landmine, or a field of landmines. That's what I was trying to say.
Minefield?
Minefield, thank you. I forgot the word.
You're so close. Throw. Not too far off. Take the dub here. Wow, that's a late burst here for Scissors.
I can understand the thinking, but
Maybe felt we were going to win neutral from that point onward, and Scissors, more often than not, does find a way to close the gap. Almost got the button. A little bit early there from Lasagna.
double spin, triple spin. Getting the Oki there as well. Lasagna Slayer just harassing Scissors at every step.
Go. Air throw, corner position still, with the 2P interrupt.
All set.
Missed the strike. That was supposed to be the JS to hit the ball.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that was just a dropped input or if it was trying to go for something tricky there. Good throw bait. Scissors finally gone, or Scissors burst is finally gone, and now Lasagna Slayer should be able to find a very chunky hit there.
Ooh. Quick block. Lasagna on a back foot right now, but has all the meter in the world. Red RC tap does. Nice call out. Lasagna taking the lead.
I mean, this has been a tough matchup on both sides. Both players just scrapping for every inch that they can get. Lasagna Slayer, though, coming out just barely on top that game. Scissors? I mean, Scissors can take this, though. Like, we're going to see a Game 5 almost assuredly.
We'll see. I mean, Scissors definitely giving Lasagna a run for their money. Crossing with a 2P, but look at this offensive burst. Good luck closing this gap. You don't have the beater. You can't parry me.
Yeah, and because you're so close to the wall as well, like the active frames of the ricochet from the ball is like messing with your spin.
Pressure, try to sneak in with that 2K 2D. Okay.
Nice. Good YRC out of pressure, immediately throws out Dark Angel. Oh no!
What are you gonna do? You committed to dance. It's not gonna end well for you.
Nice
enough to get the
pull-out.
strike. Wait, Scissors didn't believe that the hit was gonna connect there. Just canceled for the corner carry. Made the most out of that 100 tension.
It gets the burst as well. That's huge.
Nice navigation. And still pumping the brakes. Able to block the JD. Oh! The neutral! I can't believe it. We low profile the 2K and still got the strike with the ball.
Lasagna Slayer on set point now after a crazy interaction to close out that round, but Scissors showing off the Anji damage finally. No burst in sight for Venom.
Nice, got her 6P at the maximum height there. Heavy, not gonna find the mark. That's an opportunity for Lasagna. Push out. Here it comes. Nice block. Oh, the throw bait with the JD. 100 meter though, watch out. There's that parry. Still gets blocked and the guard crush. 50 meter there. Goes for throw. I'm so scared of the parry interaction. It's coming. Squid, it's coming.
Scissors holding on to the burst for dear life. Black Hole Sun launching from, it's not enough to kill them.
Oh. Gold burst in the heavens above. You're not gonna kill me with burst, that's for sure. Kasani taking it 3-1 over Scissors.
Venom wins.
My heart appearance of a Giovanna.
Let's rock.
Oh jeez.
Get that dragon install background.
That's right, ride the fire.
Hell yeah. First gone from both sides, DrDoom in a very dominant position.
Got the JH to close slash. A little bit of lift off here.
Maru.
Oh,
Nice. Oh no! Tombstone doesn't connect. DrDoom, I think. No, doesn't have enough meter to kill. Just not yet.
should have done a 2-on-4K regular edition just to guarantee the shatter. Wanted a little bit of extra damage to that dash install instead, and that was not the path here for Haru to seize victory.
Immediate wall break for DrDoom. Get these resources back as quickly as he can. But Haru. Nice frame trap.
That's a heavy. I can't believe we went that dash install so close to DrDoom. We could have just put in that 2P. Kind of interrupt. Still gonna fight our way out of the corner. A little expensive on blood. Counter at 2D, calling out that maximum range of that 2K come from DrDoom.
Windstorm, not enough to kill. DrDoom does have one chance left at life. Good block on the overheads.
Still caught some of that extra slowdown on that BRC. Nice block at the tap dust.
Chip's going to be a factor. DrDoom can't let Haru even attack.
Yeah, if we can build up that 50 tension, we're a threat, but either way, goes for the fast RC low off the 2S.
That wasn't even the game. It's 1-1. Someone's got to take this one. DrDoom, great round start, immediately cashing out for the wall break.
Flip.
Gone. Haru. The defense so far still has that burst in pocket. He's about to hit that 50 mark. Oh!
Beautiful with the 2S. I mean, look at the blood gauge that we're at, allowing for that extra range off of those 2Ss. DrDoom really trying to stop the grounded approach from Haru, which is certainly advisable against Giovanna. Force an air approach in general, which makes things a little interesting for Nagoriyuki since the 2H is such a commitment button. But there are other ways to kind of interrupt. You can call out with like the slash series. 5P is always a great tool to call out jump-ins from Geo. Or even just the standard 6-piece. And so many of her new moves are unfortunately vulnerable to that. Right, nice, finds the whiff punish approach.
Immediately winning the round start neutral on DrDoom. Good throw tech. Unfortunately, though, Haru still able to find the opening. Immediately cashing out with the wall break.
Whoa, what a 2K. Yep, drill for safe frames. JP not going to open up, but the low off the 2S certainly does. Maybe we caught shades from that first game where after the blur, we go for the overhead into another overhead right after.
What a back throw. Able to somehow time it after the Beyblade. Now DrDoom. First getting traded. Oh, what a big hit from Haru. DrDoom, blood gauge looking a little high. Can't really throw out any reversal options.
Nice. Break cancel.
Yeah, not living through that. Haru immediately answering back.
Yeah, the great call out with the 5K conversion into the DP. With a dash install DP, that's going to get you some extra air time so it can convert to bigger damage. Well, that's a J. Jonah Jameson avatar.
Oh my god, it is. Give me pictures of the Spider-Man.
Duel 1.
That trailer was crazy. I don't know if you saw it. I gotta watch it again. It's so good.
I am going to watch it again immediately after this tournament, not gonna lie.
Oh, right there. Try to get the... It looks like a 5P interrupt. Regardless, wild assault chase down. Haru with the drill for plus frames.
Just regular throwing as well. And look at that blood gauge for Dr. Doom. Options are extremely limited.
I don't think I've ever seen a Giovanna drift backwards in a 2S. That was crazy off that RC.
This is actually a godsend for Dr. Doom right here. Starting to get the blood gauge back. Won't even need to touch it. The extra range on those buttons coming in clutch.
Wow, slip attack. 2K 2D. Opener off low. Nice. I love the fact that we're staying patient so we don't get called out by a 2S. Fast RC low. Keep those plus frames. And frankly, just build up that tension so we can get that chip threat at 50%. Also whittle away at that risk gauge. Oh, or we just take this counter hit. Nice lift off. Immediately into super. And it is definitely enough to get that kill.
Now, going all for both sides. Someone's got to take the lead. Dr. Doom, great round start. Immediately getting the wall stick. Will not even think about not taking the wall break. Dr. Doom. Haru's got to find an opening, but picks the right thing to do so.
Close slash, finish, a perfect Dr. Doom.
Man, my man's out there all the way in Latveria, just looking at his high-speed internet, just being like, yeah, I got time to play some Guilty Gear. The Fantastic Four aren't on me right now. I got time.
He jumped into another universe. There is no Fantastic Four in this universe.
Also true. Or maybe he's playing from his universe. Maybe his internet's that good.
It's his test before he comes over to our universe. Makes sense.
Yeah. Oh, Burst getting baited from Haru. Not like this.
Ah!
You dare not block before Doom.
I tried. I was crouch blocking. I didn't think I'd get hit with an overhead.
Set point now. Dr. Doom. Oh! Throw, nice little flip kick. Haru throw for corner. Connect, and now Dr. Doom. Oh, doesn't have time to go for reversal. Haru immediately cashing out. Not enough to kill, but options are very limited for Doom.
Oh, what a throw! What a throw!
Stay alive, Dr. Doom. Still have burst to work with, but the flip kick and starter, bringing Dr. Doom all the way to the corner, having to use that burst. Another side swap flip kick.
What? Hold these frames to 5K. Look at the follow-up with the flip. Oh my goodness. Beautiful route with the JS to get the shatter. One more touch is all that Haru needs. If we get that 50, it's even more of a threat. The wild assault able to block just in the nick of time.
We go to Game 5 between these two. The battle of J. Jonah Jameson and Dr. Doom. Man, wouldn't that be a story for you? J. Jonah Jameson versus Dr. Doom.
You mess with one New Yorker, you mess with all of us.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
We go 2 all in the set. Try to sneak with a 5K, but throws faster.
Doom trying to get some of that blood back, but Haru immediately reclosing distance, forcing Dr. Doom to spend burst. Extra range on these buttons, just absolutely wreaking havoc. Oh no!
Slap.
Okay.
Duel 2.
Looked a little dicey there for Dr. Doom, however, able to clean it up once again on set point. A little 2+, and the counter hit 2D.
Unbelievable. Giovanna ducking throws. It's not real, chat. It's not real. Don't break me over the coals.
Haru just taking this one all the way to the bank, immediately cashing out. Dr. Doom teleporting right into the button, unfortunately. Final game, final round, let's go!
It all starts with the 2K. The block, 2P with the interrupt and dash up throw. Not ready for the reaction. Ready for that one though.
Blade getting RC'd, and now Dr. Doom taking their turn, another RC.
Dodge, what a 5K.
It's literally anyone's game right now. Big counter hit for Dr. Doom. First now available on Haru.
So that RC is still going to be Doom's turn. Stood up, but still got caught low. Need a faster button than that. The 5P would have worked, not the 5K. Nice flip, RC. Make the most out of this. There's still a burst on the table here for Dr. Doom.
Strike
Throw
throw.
for plus. Yeah. The backdash to avoid for 2S. Color from Haru. Well played from Dr. Doom. Well played.
Duel 1.
Picking the song. Really? Rude. Samantha's bad. Loses a game. Don't hurt my feelings. I will not be attacked like this on stream. Thank you. Lockdown.
Doctor is in, and he is prescribing you 100 milligrams of getting sent through the wall.
Oh my goodness. Got her hit off the lava salt. Oh, I missed the full conversion though. Opportunity for Samantha. Donuts for anybody.
Red Dawn, so far so good. Getting the command grab, getting the RC conversion. Samantha not going to have first in time. That is one hell of a kill.
Let's rock.
Chestnut and also fish to keep you locked in. Don't you jump. You're too tall for this ride. Oh, don't
Good. Absolutely crazy that the burst wasn't close enough there. Banana peel. Oh, not close enough to send it.
Yeah, that was good. Very fortunate for Samantha, but still going to get caught counter hit.
Counter hit there. Yeah, Red Dawn just going to immediately take the wall break. Able to sneak in 100-ton weight in the pocket before getting the hard knockdown.
Whoa. You think a follow-up is going to come after the JD? Red Dawn? Justifiably blocking and still going to get command grab for victory over Samantha. What a gorgeous hairstyle. You know, all those flowers. It's nice.
Good game one.
Absolutely. Ant says Stripe needs more hot guys in the roster. As if the game is not comprised of 60% hot guys. You mean to tell me you're looking at the build of Chip, Anji, Soul, Kai. Hold on. Venom.
Yeah, Venom would also qualify.
Asuka. And so many. We got a punch.
There are dozens of us. Dozens.
The approach. A sword for the distance.
Dawn. He's trying to navigate through, just swatting away the fish, and there's a mini Faust off the field now.
Please counter hit with that 2-8. That was huge. Big swing. Crack it open with the 5K to mix and bombs away. Explosion to extend. No, it's just too late.
Powers are alight. There it goes, and Samantha still trapped in the corner. Another good counter hit. Red Dawn just needs one more hit.
Slap. Duel 2.
Air sweep there by Red Dawn to seal it up.
Sync on that one, not gonna work.
Trumpet. Bomb. Nice. Yeah, and the snip, snip, snip. Samantha just respecting a little too much.
Ooh. Tries to stop the approach. Red Dawn. Mix with RC.
First, and now has to do things the hard way. Red Dawn, max range, counter hit, I believe should find the kill. No!
Slap.
A lead for Red Dawn.
Little anticlimactic there at the very end, not gonna lie, with the scalpel fall.
Oops, did I fall? It's a little bit slippery. Right.
Speaking of slippery, I think it's good to say that Samantha, very good awareness, realizing that Disco Floor is actually not that good in this matchup, just because Faust has so many odd movement options in order to like make that invalid.
Right, and we could just stay full screen, right? Just send out items. We got the hook grab, and just the far-reaching normals that are just, we're gonna be okay. And even if an item can't get to you, I got a golf swing to make it get closer.
Oh, but Red Dawn not using the movement options, but somehow snuck a trumpet in the middle of all that. Oh no.
Two.
Lights the afro. Through the wall we go.
Ding! Just a sniper. Trying to stop that approach. Beautiful RC to slow things down and get close to that corner. Not quite getting the shatter, but the side swap is very nice. Watch it. Nice! So smart with the usage of these resources to slow things down and make quick call-outs. The moment Faust disappears, we RC. What are we going to do?
Samantha trying to bring us to at least a game 4. Start this reverse sweep, but Disco 4 is laid down. Red Dawn just not really having a care in the world. Scalpel dive kick. With the counter hit, just unable to link the bomb. We do have a trumpet in the back pocket, and Samantha, you gotta find a way back into this round. What a nice fight!
Look at all the resources. I was gonna say, Red Dawn certainly not far from victory with 100 tension in her pocket and trumpet. Could toss out. Not going to need it. Chase down with the RC. We have positive bonus support the approach even after. So if we can get the opening, we still have another 50 tension to help us out.
Red Dawn. Perfect.
Oh no!
Oh.
You know what? This is the blessing of the ice floor because we know Samantha can't chase us down. A little jump scare after whiffing the mix, but I think that was a very lucky fish. I can't believe the fish just juked that 5K.
Red Dawn is actually having a lot of trouble trying to navigate this ice floor. By the looks of things, Samantha might have found a weakness here, but just as I say that, PRC, or I'm sorry, Crow on the other side, no PRC involved.
Nice. 2D counter hit, not able to get a full conversion. Great recognition from Red Dawn to back off the mix.
The light are set. We're going to try and buy enough time in order to get these to go off.
It's doing pretty good so far. Another chestnut. But the 2P with the interrupt.
Think that's going to be it. Samantha, the Hail Mary does not go into the hands of the receiver, and Red Dawn, a 3-0 victory.
That was actually a pretty smart defensive option there from Samantha.
They blamed the beasts.
Plenty of time to try and sneak in 1 or 2 more games, depending on how fast they go. Clockwork on the rarely seen Zato versus MenaceZero on the Baiken. We'll see if MenaceZero is up to date on their Zato counterplay.
Zato versus Baiken. Duel 1.
Here we go. Zato definitely can be a little force to be reckoned with here. Trying to get the JP to connect. A little awkward spacing between the two, but MenaceZero going to get the first significant combo.
Immediate burst out from Clockwork, and Eddie sent on vacation. Clockwork just trying to survive a little bit to get Buddy back. There he is, but MenaceZero, so far so good. TKO Zonson not being blocked. That is the life bar. What?
Wall bounce off the JD and the Zonson. We're all tied up. Waiting for the float. Nice. Air to air with the JP. There's no opportunity for Clockwork to get the offense going here. No resources trying to push out other than FD a little bit. Go for the
nice Amore.
Eddie almost down and out. Does have to get that command grab.
In fact, FD from MenaceZero, not sure what he was or what they were afraid of, but Clockwork gonna take that gift, and now just trying to close out this life bar. Danger actually being called on Clockwork, but Clockwork commencing the assault. Here comes the shark. Not enough to kill. Japanese guts coming in clutch, but MenaceZero one touch away.
Here, nice burst away. Oh. Tap dust with the piercer to chase you down. Clockwork round up, but low resources here. Last ditch effort. Menace might be able to get a burst in time here for the rest of this round.
Just gotta weather this early assault, get an opportunity to bring out Eddie. TKO Zonson finds its mark. There we go, mission accomplished. Damage on the side of Clockwork, but MenaceZero once again looking for those openings, but getting clipped by Eddie.
Oh, what a call out on that burst! Ready to block immediately. Still maintain that corner position.
Must be skilled. I love like the customizable R code callouts whenever you like lose a set. I've seen some wild stuff from players.
That's the most anime like ending call. Like, huh, you must be skilled. Okay, yeah, I did take the dub, so I guess so. No one's been able to make me bleed before. Huh.
Oh wow, good round start from Clockwork. MenaceZero, oh no.
Oh, we got the low parry. Let's go.
Great call out. Now, great chase down.
There it is. Zonson for corner. Not enough resources to get a hard knockdown, but Clockwork's still going to burst away. Excalibur, watch out. Oh, no way we shut it down. What is 5-feet pressure for the corner? The Menace not able to jump high enough to bring Clockwork back down to the ground.
First finally gone from Menace very late in the round, but it's going to work out. Able to get the side swap. Zonson had enough meter to RC it and confirm the kill. Job well done.
Wait a minute. I can't believe somebody didn't get thrown. Oh, but we were floating. It's okay. Ah! Anti-air! The oppose, cut the safe, and able to sneak in a command grab. An overwhelming experience from MenaceZero. Able to shut down little Eddie. That's huge. Able to chase down with the 6P.
Back though, and now Clockwork. Oh no! Frog gets shot!
Look, that was so anime. You blew up the Shadow Demon and still shot the main control. That was cool.
Stroke incident. Eddie's back. There's drills. That's going to be the life bar.
That was cinema. That was cinema. I don't care that Menace just lost a round. Like, that cannon shot through Eddie was cinema. All right.
Agreed.
Johnson here. Watch it. Pendulum does swing both ways.
Zero. Oh no, still getting clipped by Eddie. Oh. Able to get a little bit of breathing room, if only for a moment, but a great anti-air from MenaceZero. That might actually... No, it's not enough.
Pose with leapfrog here. Nice piercer. Bring it back. One more touch. That's all the Clockwork needs, but Johnson counter hit the final burst with the 100-meter on the table. Opposed. It was darn if you do, darn if you don't. Oh no, we didn't get the finish. All right, the trade. We're good. We're good. See, brilliant positioning from Clockwork. We put the oppose on top of ourselves, and we just wait. MenaceZero makes the approach here. I'm within oppose, so that first hit is going to be absorbed, and I can put anything on top of Eddie right after to get a massive counter hit. That should have been game set, but Clockwork unfortunately had a little bit of a push out, didn't panic on the scramble, and was still willing to take the trade for victory. That's important. Taking trades when it guarantees your victory.
And now MenaceZero taking a little bit of extra time, maybe was having a couple of connection issues, just making sure that everything's all good, maybe just consulting some notes, getting a sip of agua maybe, but at the end of the day, gotta hop back on the cabinet. We are sticking it out with Baiken.
Mankind knew that they cannot change
Stick
society.
it out with Baiken?
So instead of reflecting on themselves,
got Baiken in the room?
blamed the beat. Duel 1. Let's rock.
I mean, this Baiken might be baking something. MenaceZero, though, already getting sent through the wall. ClockWorkDesign. And all seems to be as designed. Zero.
Johnson here. Pushing away. Nice burst. Clockwork. Trying to chase down. And he's down. Ooh, actually, 5K anti-air.
Back throw incident. Oh no, that's going to be the life bar in Clockwork. On set point now.
Smooth movement here from Clockwork. Oppose that wall closing in scenario. Once again, the parry goes off the wayside. We get scooped.
You are 2 touches away from expiring here, Menace. The first touch. Clockwork working on a perfect. Oh no!
Piercer to finish the round. Clockwork 3-0.
Duel 1.
Floofy needs this one in order to solidify their top 8 spot. Lasagna Slayer. Dudes, we're probably going to be seeing them on the winner's side. Maybe off to a good start. I know what you are.
Ooh, trying to get the 2P poke. Lift off, Capel.
Off the block stun, and now Lasagna Slayer stuck against the corner. Finally pulls the trigger on the burst.
Out here actually removing some of the cue balls off the field. Oh, tricky. So I thought you were going to fall with JH and still got connected with the Capel. YRC to push back. Lasagna spending as many resources as we can. Actually, Floofy closing the gap that dash install. I see what Floofy did. Floofy came into the chat and said, yo, watch this. Watch me absolutely mix lasagna real quick. I'm going to teach you how to make lasagna.
Floofy. The recipe looking good so far, but Lasagna Slayer trying to throw an interesting ingredient into the mix.
Away from the JD. The Capel is already deactivated, so it's not going to get the strike as we drift into it. How do you stop Floofy from moving? Too much.
You can't lock down this character no matter how much you want to.
Just throw this up there. Ooh, I think he tried to drift a little bit there, but still got mixed by the disc. Floofy with the first game.
All right, Lasagna Slayer. Are we going to see the Goldlewis? I feel like Venom versus Millia is probably a slightly better matchup in terms of like complexity. Oh no, we are going full send. Here we go.
That's it. Almost level 10,000 on this character.
Man. Duel 1. Let's rock.
The Goldlewis Dickinson coming out to play. Been clipped by Capel though, very early on, very close to the corner. Throw. Oh, good block on the side swap. Going for reversal, bring down the system, but still getting clipped by the dip.
Yeah, that was huge. Thanks to that block. And Lasagna get pushed back to YRC. Oh, Thunderbird still going to get the interrupt. With the Behemoth Typhoon, able to steal the victory.
Team doing a lot of damage. Oh, I was not blocking that right.
Millia's a tricky one like that. Side swap, close slash. First, though, actually puts you right into the corner. Great spot for Lasagna to be, but Floofy still finds a way out, as a million likes to do. And same side.
I think Lasagna Slayer might have just mixed themselves up a little bit.
Oh, whoa! Expected a full conversion, not able to get the 2K pickup.
This is a lot of damage. Floofy does have burst on standby. Instead, spends the 50 on the YRC. Good chase down. Oh, what? Oh, okay. Pretty sure might have been a little meat left on the bones there. Lasagna Slayer able to scramble for the victory. So we are now 1-all in this final ladder set tonight.
Floofy has to be so careful in the matchup against Goldlewis. You see how quickly that health just deletes. But with the changes for Guard Crush being able to YRC, that kind of helps a little bit this matchup. Just a smidge.
Just a tiny bit.
Let's rock.
Approach, 2K with the interrupt. Get this set up here for left-right scenario. I'm surprised you didn't go for back throw. Just, all right. Side swap regardless.
Maybe identifying that Lasagna Slayer isn't respecting normal throw situations. Oh, never mind. Behind the back BT getting counter hit, but Floofy still trapping Lasagna Slayer in the corner. That jump dust from Lasagna Slayer. So much off of it. Oh no!
Just block the YRC. Lasagna just taking complete control of against Floofy here. Wild Assault doesn't connect, but all right, break the ankles with the quick dive.
Who's the guy saying that Venom versus Millia was probably a better matchup, man? I need to talk with him.
Well, I mean, if you think about it, I can understand the reasoning. Just because of how much screen population Venom can control, but if Millia starts running the set, then it's going to be difficult. So Lasagna opting to switch to Goldlewis here. Needs big damage off of a single strike when we do get those opportunities.
Oh, Floofy. One touch left. Skyfisher. Just trying to get this chip out, but Floofy staying in the air and the BT connecting. Lasagna Slayer. 2-1 lead.
Yeah, the Goldlewis payoff here is substantial. Commanding so much space, forcing a lot of errors on the side of Floofy, because like in the same vein that Venom has that idea of space control utilizing cue balls, right? It's like Goldlewis with the Thunderbird, of course, being able to air with the absolutely commanding presence. And then, of course, the block pressure from Behemoth Typhoon. Once Millia gets that knocked out, it's so difficult for her to get out.
I mean, not only that as well, like any hit from Goldlewis usually means that Millia is losing at minimum 20%, if not more. Oh, look at that.
Oh yeah, this is dead. This is dead.
Why am I asking? It's Millia. Set point now. Lasagna Slayer. Oh, getting caught! And the air-to-air by the Capel!
Nice close slash. Oh, still got the side swap.
Here comes another disc. This one getting blocked correctly. Holy moly!
Mix again. Look at the triangle dashing coming from Floofy is insane.
Oh! Reversal down with the system. You can erase so much of Floofy's life. Lasagna Slayer only needs one hit.
Yo, if you don't let her get on the ground, gee whiz! How long can she stay airborne from Goldlewis?
Did you see that chip as well?
Yeah. Oh my god.
Survival point versus set point now. Floofy. Run up throw, sets up the disc. 2K2D gets the hard knockdown. Oh no! The reversal. It's a safe jump though! Are you dead?
Work for Floofy. Gonna be able to tie it up 2-all. The skin of your teeth though, my goodness.
Floofy is working for these sets. Lasagna Slayer. Yeah, gonna stick it out with the Goldlewis. Alright. I'm glad that we get to see more of Lasagna Slayer's Goldlewis, I'm not gonna lie.
Mankind Mute. Duel 1. Let's rock.
Yeah, I mean, this is just potential for so much damage against Millia, but the mix with Floofy being very squirrely, trying to put things up against Lasagna here with this initial shatter, gonna get that positive bonus.
Air Behemoth Typhoon does connect, just nothing following up. Now level 3 Thunderbird coming in. Ooh. Good burst. System or burn it down?
Yo, the 2K. Trying to chase things down against Floofy, who's backdashing away. RC to continue pressure. Honestly, the adjustment for Lasagna able to block these left-rights have been substantial. It's just the tricky high-low mix now that we got to figure out, which is far easier said than done against Millia, who is basically jumping right above your head.
Absolutely, and now set point for Floofy. In order to punch their ticket guaranteed into this top 8. Lasagna Slayer trying to be the gatekeeper.
Damage.
So much of your life.
Oh, one touch away from death in this round. If Lasagna can survive a little bit longer, just to build up burst gauge, that's going to be crucial. Or we just take the victory outright.
Oh, Floofy. Floofy's trying to make this comeback happen. Life bars are even. Down with the system. Doesn't get baited!
Yeah, that 2K was pretty active still.
Game, final round.
That 2P interrupt, we back off. Nice. Actually used the Compel to get the extra hang time and avoid the Thunderbird. Caught in the blender. And Floofy, what a turnaround. The spin cycle not going to connect. That would have been the shatter. Wait a minute. All right, take the moment. Doesn't want to run into danger, but still has to hold the laser.
Side swap happens, and now Floofy's finally getting up first. Lasagna Slayer spending 50 on the Wild Assault, and Floofy, time is running out. One touch left for you, and running into the coffin at the very end on that one. But we got to deal with the Baiken mirror to start us off.
The Tommy already going to get parried, though. Nice, Kabari bring it back in. Quick 5P interrupt coming from Love. Already burst down and out from Udon.
Good deflect, and now able to take their turn. Udon. Good anti-air. Love forced to give up first. For those watching at home who may be losing track, Udon in the purple, I would call it, versus Love in the not quite dark blue.
Jean version, yeah, it's the jeans. Backing off though to Tommy drops. Jeez, what a JS. 6P almost got the cross under for the opposite side. I think that kind of confused Love a little bit on the block direction.
Getting that parry in just for a little bit extra resource gain before the wall break. Both players might have had burst before the end of this round, but Love actually spending 50 on the Wild Assault. Trying to take their turn, baits out the parry! Udon, the hero burst!
See, oh, with the parry! Okay, wait a minute. Tommy Bat comes a falling down to give Love the victory. Love prevails.
A love tap, if you will.
2K interrupt. A little bit of an overextension just made to be block pressure.
Nice deflect, able to take their turn. Love now. Both players very dangerous with Varion, but Udon cashing out as much damage as they can. Love finally pulling the trigger on the burst, but the counter hit coming in. Going for those safe jump, gets the hit, and I think Love is not dead.
One more touch, nice blur. Not gonna open things up. Udon gonna get knocked down by the Tommy, but still gonna get scooped. Okay, surviving another round is Udon.
Not set point, game point. Feels like we've been dancing this dance for way longer.
Just get that 6P. Wild Assault. Unfortunately got staggered. Lift off. Compared to JD, we'll get our positive bonus here. Oh, what a parry. Hard call out to slow things down with that drift.
Udon.
Lift off. Does strip that final burst attempt, and Udon is on the cusp of victory.
Better to work with. Love does have the rope on, but Udon getting comboed.
Nice low. We should still be okay.
Guts coming in for a clutch. Guts coming in clutch even through the crush. Reversal super. Does have to RC out of it and able to stagger the button.
Stuck in with that quick 2K. Caught low. Udon taking the first game here on the loser side of top 8. We've seen Goldlewis scurrying off.
My man was getting information. Someone saw him and was like, yo, get out of here. Go back to your office.
It's up here. Pull right back in with another Kabari. Seen a lot of 5P interrupts from Love on these Kabari pull-throughs from Udon. Not this time, though. Going to get interrupted with the counter.
Oh, anything able to bait out the deflect. Still faster player in a really favorable spot, I would say. But Love getting counter hit, that might be curtains. You spend it all. No, you can't just go for a reset.
See, push away. Nice. You take the trade. Okay.
Duel 2. Let's rock.
Nice spacing trap from Udon, the micro wash back. What?
6P Kabari to low profile, and Love still not able to escape out of this corner. We do get this parry with the run cancel. But the JH keeping tied up.
That's a crazy interaction. Parrying the rope still applies it, but you do get the recoil.
Yeah, just being that extended normal, right? Well, not normal, but special. It doesn't treat Kabari like a traditional projectile, right? So to make that call out. And you got your dash cancel to close the gap. So it is still quite the threat. Udon still coming out on top with the 2-0.
Yeah, and Love gonna have to dig deep and figure out what exactly they need to do to throw Udon off their game. Otherwise, Udon gonna be walking away with it.
Let's rock.
Johnson does get blocked. We've seen this turnaround before from Love. This is the time. Close slash opener.
A lot of damage taken off to Udon before they finally pull the trigger on the burst, and now Love just running away with this round. Yeah, side swap. Yo, Johnson after PRC will be what seals it up. Signs of life being shown.
5K extension, okay. Good air throw and a back one at that. So we get that corner once more to Tommy with the Shatter and Super.
Even with the Guts Crush, not enough to kill. Udon, one more guess left.
Burst. Seeing the burst here and now. Also, we are down that one round, so that will do. The parry. Yeah, darned if you do, darned if you don't. So fine call on the burst. Looking at the situation that we were in. Going into this fourth game with one game up on the side of Love. JH too low to get the follow-up Yozanson though. Toss.
That's a burst from Love.
Excellent 6P.
Love. Ooh. Just trying to even things up here. Trying to take this one round at a time, but Udon unrelenting with this pressure, finding the opening. Should be able to get this kill with this wall break. No, not enough.
Sliver. Still a tall order for Love to try to bring that back. Udon with the Kabari to finish the job. Nice parry.
Love time taking away to try and stay in this match, has to trigger the burst, and Udon in a very good spot, can take their time trying to dissect the situation.
Fade away with the JS, got a parry here for the stagger. Train with the 5P, and there it is, overhead JS, a game, set, match, Udongein. Press onward here with the 3-1.
The one player I wasn't exactly sure what the character was going to be from, so seeing Asuka, this is going to be a tough one for one side. Asuka
queued up. Uh-oh. Yeah, this is where it becomes a problem if you don't have reversal options.
All queued up on a Tuesday afternoon.
Oh, slash.
That was so brave, running through that the machine gun.
Able to run right by, get the side swap. Nice pick up here from Floofy to turn the tide.
Let's rock.
60. Blocks the overhead. Nice little sequence of cards here from Madchu. Let's look at a level 4 wave in the background if we so choose. JP rather. Ooh, look at this restock! Right in the face of Floofy as we get to whittle away at their health.
Get that RMS boost, all fully charged. Floofy not dead yet, but there's still another RMS boost. Oh, that could have been it, but Floofy, one more shot at life.
Tricky and does get the jump in opener. Doesn't leave the chance like we did with the last round. Shotgun is the round start. We've still got a couple in the background. Madchu opted to just go for zoning style Asuka, and it's just paying off in spades.
Yeah, make Floofy come to you as opposed to trying to go to Floofy, I would say. And yeah, Madchu going to get that full bookmark. Look for a set of spells that will kill, and that will most certainly do it. Didn't even need to touch any of them. First game in favor of Madchu.
Just to psych you out, that's all it was. Just to psych you out.
No pin, no win. I mean, would pin really do that much in this matchup?
Well, yeah, it probably would. You got your jumping approach. You can send off a projectile down to the ground. You know, interrupt a little bit of the startup of getting shot back out by cubes.
Mm-hmm.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
I mean, it's all fun and games until you get wall broken and that pin is left on another screen. Nah, they wouldn't be that evil. Ijo actually having to get YRC'd. Floofy just trying to chase down Madchu, but the fadeaway button.
Nice, got the low 2K. Compel the sandwich.
Keeping Madchu in block stun thanks to that Deskin. Just going for a throw. The neutral jump gets anti-air. And we can't break through this mana shield, but I think you're still dead. Yes!
Duel 2. Let's rock.
Big round win for Floofy there, but Madchu immediately getting space with this second round already.
Oh, way too high for the shotgun. I understand the positioning, though. You're expecting a air-to-air from Floofy. Out of cards, quick conversion to the super so we can draw some more. Let that mana charge up. Oh, this is going to be a deadly combo. And we just got the wall splat in the nick of time right before Floofy got that burst.
20-second round, just all Madchu all the time. The Screamer to start things off. The Meatball as well. Floofy needs to establish some kind of offense and needs to establish it fast.
Another redraw.
Auto bookmark going, and I don't even think that you need any more spells. Just a simple love tap will do it. But mana shield's gone. Floofy might actually be able to engineer a way to kill.
Oh! Only got the burst, left-right scenario. Floofy able to turn it on its head. 1-all.
Very scary situation for both players. Madchu with no mana, having to guess on the left-right scenario. Now, 2 games sitting between one player moving on and one player being eliminated.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Taking right to the skies. Where do you think you're going to escape to? JP coming from Madchu. Oh, denies the escape. Very active offense here from Madchu. Projectiles all day. Millia, keep your distance.
Full Bushmark. We like these spells. Oh, the teleport mix-up. Not able to switch block in time, and now Floofy. Not a whole lot of life left. It's a good read, going for the air grab.
You get a 6B, I'll get another one. Don't worry about it. Crushing start here with the teleport. Another draw.
Got the setup, and now Madchu, yeah. This looks to be a very quick round. 81 seconds left on the timer.
No, Floofy got guilty geared. It happens. It just happens like that. It just, look how quickly Madchu is building that tension by firing off so many of our cubes and able to close the gap, press buttons to open things up. And it gives no quarter to Floofy to try to interrupt some of these cubes. Like, you can normally put out like a, like a 5P coming from Millia, or even a slash to deny some of the cubes. But like, at the rate of fire that Madchu is putting out there, I don't recommend trying to interrupt those cubes. You have to try to navigate the approach. And unfortunately, this is just a bad matchup right now for Floofy.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
We'll see, is this round start any better for Floofy? No, Madchu just getting distance immediately, starting the machine gun offense.
Closing the gap. Want to let this mana recover a bit. Still,
Oh, no.
Not the gravity well.
Oh,
Floofy
no.
holding cubes for days.
Oh no!
Oh, missed the shatter, but still got a 6B. Burst. And I'm just going to set up a wall of defense with the gravity well. I think things are kind of squandered a little bit in that quarter sequence, and Madchu's desperately trying to hang on to victory as Floofy finds a way to close the gap.
Mana shield finally broken.
Oh my
opportunity
goodness.
for Floofy to take this, go for a reset, and just a run-up throw to seal the deal.
And that's so important for Floofy to try to capitalize on a mistake that Madchu made, no matter how small it is, because it can make a gaping wound. And Floofy now running the lead here. Forced deflect shield. Floofy's looking good in terms of resources right now, but we have to close this gap. There it is, JS. Into the wall we go. Capel, let's try to make it up as we go.
Madchu in enough hit stun to where that auto mana regen did not do enough, and look at the mana bar, very low. One hit
Oh my
there it
God.
goes. Floofy, immediate answer back. We're going to game 5.
All it took was that one mistake, missing the shatter, and that was a world of opportunity for Floofy.
Lots of people in the chat right now rooting for their respective champion.
Floofy in chat rooting for themselves, but it seems to be a motivator because Floofy is like, I actually hate Asuka. And then right after, winning says, so miserable.
So miserable.
So therefore, the superstition is you type something negative in chat and you do better on the next round.
Yeah.
Okay.
Gotta do
Self-motivation.
it. Well, speed up
Actually,
staff isn't... Oh. Very low on mana. A little sneak in a mana regen though, and Floofy find an opening.
Not sure we wanted to go for that hair car there because that was a very dangerous scenario to do it. And this conversion should mean death. Oh, but does get the shatter. Now it means death.
Madchu now at set point. But look at that burst disparity. Floofy's gonna have first crack at a full burst gauge.
Oh my God. See how fast those cubes are coming out?
Lockdown, yeah. Oh no, there's a gravity staff up there.
Yeah, I was like, wait a minute, what was that? Where'd that cube go?
This is huge though for Floofy. Mana shield just about gone. There it goes. Any hit's gonna be lethal. Let's go for tap dust. Has to give up burst.
It's so important that Floofy is trying to press the issue while there is a missing resource on the side of Madchu, and unfortunately not able to close it out. And with the 100 meter on the side of Madchu, this is going to be a tall order. JS is a great start. Artemis not quite able to get the shatter, but will set up for disc.
Mana is dwindling, and Floofy trying to reset, at least able to strip out burst. Look at that mana though.
JS the chase, and Floofy not giving up. Last game, last round.
Again, the first disparity well on Floofy's side, but Madchu very early lead taken. Going to take that wall break, get that positive bonus rolling.
Teleport out of dodge though. There's the JH. Floofy gonna make it really count with the disc setup here on the right side this time. Not able to push back into the wall.
That's huge. Just needs to reset one more time.
Yo, one of these hits you just gotta commit to. Not expecting the opener against Madchu, but this time post slash is the start. Just deflect shield, push away. What a set. A JHI. I mean, it's no Zaku, but. Anyway, Magician Girl up against Lasagna Slayer, kicking us off here for Winter Sign.
Lasagna Slayer showing off the Venom, at least to start things off, so Magician Girl gonna have to deal with the Stinger Assault as it is already on display right now. And look at that mana depleting. Oh my god, mana shield already gone. Holy cow.
This is bad news bears for Magician Girl. But I mean, in a war of attrition in terms of zoning, I feel like Venom's probably a little more dangerous here.
Venom, it almost assuredly just being able to more consistently access your tools rather than like just pull them out from a 30 card deck definitely seems like the zoning war is going to go the way of Venom, especially considering that those cubes not very durable.
I mean, Stinger already closed out the round. Wild Assault to apply more pressure. Magician Girl finding answers.
Oh, good air stall. Unfortunately, unable to close distance. Here comes the particle.
I love it. That erases all the cue balls on the screen. Magician caught drawing. You can't be scrying at that turn.
Magician Girl. Oh, Mito almost connecting. Now, Dark Angel.
Oh, too high, but still got the massive pickup here.
Yeah, the Stinger shot through the cube and through the heart of Magician Girl. A 1-0 lead. Very dominant from Lasagna Slayer.
Right. Lasagna Slayer, game up. I mean, we could just see how potent those projectiles come from Stinger can be. Like, and being able to ball set against Asuka to give yourself several steps of offense against Asuka is certainly helpful. All right, so bad draw on the side of Magician Girl. We're trying to cycle through and get some good cards. Lasagna rightfully not allowing that to happen.
Thankfully, we did have a good bookmark, though, in order to refill all those spells, but I think that second hand was not as good either. Look at that, 2 stabs in hand. Like, this is just the wrong side of the deck that you want to draw, but we're still applying pressure.
Yeah, we got a shotgun blast, but no cards left in the deck. We're going to need to redraw. There it is.
Oh, got the speed up staff in pocket as well as the yellow cube. Here comes a full bookmark, also changing test cases.
Oh, yeah, you're not going to be able to stop Dark Angel with a few measly cubes. Oh my goodness, this thing are just blasting.
I'm trying to air stall over these Stingers, but eventually you gotta land, and the ricochets are just wreaking havoc.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, you've gotta...
I can count on one hand how many times I've seen Venom be able to set up balls like that. Like, it's a very rare occurrance.
Good start for Magician Girl, though. Half health already gone from Lasagna Slayer. That was a very good reload.
Nice 6P. Off the wall, the shotgun blast gonna freeze up. Send it with a hard knockdown.
Trying to pull through the wall. Lasagna Slayer. Maybe thinking about what might have to go into next round as Magician Girl with the run-up tap just will seal it up. Staying alive in this game.
Nice. All right, 6P. Burst away, though. Great layering of pressure, but Icicle, nice pickup on the approach.
They're not staying in the corner, able to make their way out, but Magician Girl in hot pursuit. Got the staff set up, and now Lasagna Slayer back against the wall. We're drawing cards, we're sculpting a hand.
The teleport potentially. Few waves. Just a touch away from victory for Magician Girl. Oh, deflect shield with the teleport. We put ourselves in the corner. This might be bad. If Lasagna can get it open, 2D, immediate burst. With this close to victory, it's not a way suspended here.
Definitely, and we do also have the auto mana regen as well. And this is endgame setup almost assuredly. End of turn, Factor Fiction, I win. Magician Girl gets that game.
Excellent low there to close out the round. Really well done. So tying it up. See, Lasagna is still committing to Venom.
I mean, I think that Venom has to be the play here. Like, with Goldlewis's limited mobility, like, you can still try and assault with something like Skyfisher, but I think Lasagna Slayer is prioritizing the mobility as well as the ability to rapid fire those stingers.
Yeah, but with Goldlewis still, he had like Skyfish, for example, Thunderbird to chase down. It might be a little more difficult to try to navigate because of mobility, though. I can understand that.
Oh my god, look at that chip damage.
A little away. Nice, shut down the projectile.
Oh no, not low enough!
Full setup here for a few ricochets. That'll be a shatter for sure. No, actually just shy of the meter we needed for it. There we go.
Yeah, the book getting the swing with its own book, getting that full shatter. Magician Girl seemingly has figured out this matchup between game 1 and game 2. Oh! What a burst fade!
Full stock.
Oh,
slow-mo.
Whoa, I have literally never seen this staff. Yo, what is happening?
Nice. Very rare we get to see the slow-mo stab.
Nice anti-air. And that's... He's gonna do it? Is vertical gonna be enough?
Shy. Jeez. The onslaught of Q's Magician Girl 2-1 lead.
Now Lasagna Slayer now, I mean, probably needs to take a moment, really assess, is the Venom working, or do we need to pull out the Secretary of Absolute Defense? No. We're chalking back up the pool cue. We are giving it one more shot.
Duel 1.
Just a slight miscalculation of geometry is all. Battering away. Really good hand in 6P. Nice. Threaten the shatter here. And Lasagna is still going to get that first guard crush off the shotgun. Full stock of cards for us.
Liking the hand, charging up this arpeggio, but mana is going to have to be regen. Thankfully, we do have the auto regen. Not yet, though.
Back you away. Does not want to get poked out that far slide.
Gravity staff. Oh no, things are about to get wacky.
Lost some more hang time there, and just close enough for a shocking finish.
Magician Girl now on set point. Got all our lands out on the field. Our deck is nothing but gas. Throw attempt, although nothing significant.
Ooh, yeah, that's going to be just shy of connected with Shotgun Blast, but at the very least, safe range against Archangel, which we're stuck in this corner being bullied by Chip.
Oh no! Not enough. Good poke out.
No burst yet. There it is. To make sure that we can guarantee it to connect. FD for a little breathing room. Tap dust to finish.
3-1 for Magician Girl. Definitely locked in after that first game. Gonna be moving on, guaranteeing themselves third place at...
Vary the timing to try to interrupt, but regardless, Scissors up here with Anji, Honduran Super Soldier, going to be on the, on Sin.
Yeah, Sin to kick things off. Immediately getting that wall splat. Tyrant barrel through the wall to cash out. Stamina looking a little low, but with the life lead, probably won't come into effect.
Jumper here. Nice close slash. RC close slash again.
Fade away button immediately confirming it into RTL.
We'll try to chase that hoof stomp. Are you kidding me?
Very aggressive, but Scissors. Good poke out. Bringing Nan Nan all the way, or trying to bring Nan Nan to the right side of the screen. Big counter hit. It's gonna be a good. Wait, do you have 100 meter? Oh, you do have 100 meter. Not gonna maximize damage though. Gonna keep it for the post wall break.
Yeah, I mean the comeback factor is Sin in terms of damage output. I'd like to keep some resources on my side. Ooh, the fade away, counter hit, ride the lightning immediately.
Full stick of butter on Scissors' side. Good block on the overhead. Nice poke out.
Died with the last of the burst, but we still have a round ahead of us here, so that's okay. Got our overhead. Oh, where were we DPing? That was maximum range, and Scissors calls out a burst. Looking a little desperate, and Scissors smells it.
Scissors, was that intentional dropping that there? Are you kidding me?
Nice, 6P.
Anji round. Absolute Anji round. First game on the board for Scissors. We might be seeing a character swap here, potentially.
So we got back into Sin.
Yeah.
I mean, an excellent character, regardless.
Yeah, I mean, probably valuing the high damage that Sin is capable of in comparison to probably like. I'm not sure why you would potentially want to switch to someone like Kai. Maybe for the better frame data, maybe to try and set up some frame traps.
It's 2K2D. We do get our launcher. There's a DP. Whoa! Okay, big call at that close slash. That could have been bad.
That was a very interesting interaction in the fadeaway button. Tapping scissors.
Oh, yeah, we want to guarantee shatter here. Try to turn the tide, rebuild resources, catch up. Even if it doesn't matter for this round, next round is going to benefit.
Oh,
Nice,
no.
calling out the Hawkbaker once again. Scissors every time has made a call out on reversals coming from Honduran Super Soldier.
Start button though. Yeah. Oh, doesn't get the wall splat, but will get it on the poke there. Nice. Hawkbaker finally connecting, although... Oh! Punishing the poke with RTL? Nan. Alright. We've leaned it forward in our chair. We've locked in. Damage. Definitely going to save that first, and the butterfly. Going to be making sure that we're able to trap and get that wall break. Oh! Dash
Hey.
up. These two are just swinging for the fences right now. This
I
is
mean,
just
that is the story of Sin for sure, but my goodness, Scissors. Still gonna dance with Badare.
This is the home run derby right now. Sheesh. Nice beat driver counter hit. There we go.
Sends the tweet. Oh, Baiken, look at the pickup. Nice super.
I believe, even with gear guts, it is not enough. Scissors, a 2-0 lead, but Nan is definitely getting locked in.
I mean, Scissors with a 2-0 lead. Nan better lock in real hard. I mean, it's fascinating because we are getting some massive callouts here from Nan, but Scissors just doing a better job of being able to maintain control of the situation. And honestly, I think the last couple of games we've been really able to call out those reversals coming from Nan.
No, yeah, it's definitely
Mankind knew that
been
they
a
cannot change
great
society.
job by Scissors reading when Nan is
They blamed
getting desperate to try and take back control of the situation with something like Hawkbaker. Nan definitely starting to play a little bit tighter to the chest.
Oh, nice. Got the L cut low.
Start this positive bonus train as well as get some of the stamina back. There goes Fish.
Actually stole the turn back with the PRC. And Hawkbaker. Should push back to the corner. Good block on the overhead, but guard crush in the follow-up.
The RC, I mean, won't be able to kill. Didn't have enough tension to do it. So Scissors, one final lease on life granted.
Duel 2.
Hey, Hawkbaker back up. Nan just trying to get on the board.
Got the dance close slash. Another one. Calling out the elk hunt. Taki. Still Scissors not giving up. How many reversals have we seen at this point now? Especially Scissors might be going back to calling those out. Nice drift. Look at the overhead.
Oh no! Nan was playing so disciplined.
Duel 3.
But now set point for Scissors. Off of the errant DP. Oh no!
Keep routing here. 50%, so yeah, we're spending.
Through the wall, we have burst available on Min. Inside! Become ungovernable. Yeah. Why not?
Watch it. Yeah, we use the drift to get out of dodge.
Oh no, not close enough for the wall break! Oh no! And that is it! The dropped Tyrant Barrel getting super parried. Scissors. We did see Udon on Ino to kick things off, didn't we?
That was the opening set, yeah?
Heaven or hell.
Alright, so, I mean, this makes it very difficult for Ino to close the gap if Lasagna, if Lasagna can be comfortable setting up with cue balls and being able to control the screen space. This gets kind of annoying for Ino to make the approach, but Stroke is also a very great tool to deny Stinger. I think that's going to be important if we can try to close that gap. Yeah, see, we already have the low cue ball set up anyways.
Yeah, it's really going to be on Lasagna Slayer to get these cue balls in very awkward situations. As Udon already trying to make their way in, half health gone, having to spend burst, but Lasagna Slayer able to sneak their way out of the corner, start reestablishing pressure.
Nice. Alright, let's do Chemical Love. Not enough resources for hard knockdown, but we're going to catch up.
Black Hole Pocket, gonna get blocked. Thankfully, we do have the meter in order to make it safe. Anya. Trying to apply pressure from every inch of the screen.
Oh, all right. Tap dust to extend. There's the shatter. Not enough for a kill. So next touch, either side.
Unless Udon wants to get a little frisky and spend this burst. But it will not come to that. First round on the board. Maybe. Oh no.
Yeah, I mean, that full screen presence looking for trying to micro dash in. Close the gap here with that stroke.
Using that ultimate Fortissimo for the hard knockdown. Joel.
Oh, puts you right back into it with the tap dust to lift off into it again. Nice play.
Even if Lasagna Slayer in a very good spot, Dark Angel going to limit the options for Udon and once again getting locked down. Do it again.
Duel 3.
3 Dark Angels in a row. I love positive bonus.
Oh, interesting dash. Still got the big counter hit. JD. Let's get Carcass ready to extend. Very good.
On from Udon, Lasagna Slayer. Looks pretty solid. I mean, it's going to have burst available for this post combo. Immediately spins it. Black Hole Pocket, that had to be an accident.
She's gonna get the throw for a kill.
I cannot believe that throw killed. Holy cow.
Just enough to cross the finish line there. going into this game number 3. Or excuse me, game number 2.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Our shatter. Actually, a massive start here. It's Udon. Ooh. Does actually get a little bit of cross under, avoids the JD. Pro slash to push back. UV with another low counter hit. And look at the fact that LasanyaSlayer retreats to make sure no resource goes unused in terms of ball setups. It does get blessed on the dome with another overhead.
Actually trading there with the Dark Angel. Udon. Oh no! Getting caught by the ricochet! How's this been burst?
Slap. Duel 2. Let's rock.
2x? Wait a minute.
Wall break, trying to regenerate some of this burst that was spent in the last round. Oh no!
Oh, big deal here. Get that back grab. Watch that. Oh my goodness. On the back wall. You bounce another ball and send for a super.
Combo, Udon. Just keeping Lasagna in the corner, if only for a moment. Slayer tries into the burst again, the black hole pocket. I mean, oh man, I've got to figure out like why. 6-4-2-1-4-6. What is happening that the black hole pocket is coming out in that scenario? Like, I'm not sure. But it's just been at some of the most inopportune times for LasanyaSlayer that they get that. And now it's a 1-all set.
Well, it's not. You're not. Are you saying because of the vacuum setup, like, as opposed to going for the Dark Angel, you think they go for Dark Angel instead? Is what you're saying?
Yeah, I'm actually looking at the Dust Loop page really quickly. I'm pretty sure that that's supposed to be the Dark Angel that he's getting, but he's accidentally...
No, it's a setup there. So you make more open opportunities.
Okay. Alright.
Actually, oh, I thought we blocked that! Ah, tough.
Very tough.
Does get the JD launch. Let's approach here. Missed the 2D. Has to make a little bit of a retreat. We still have plenty of resources, but let's force the situation to make that approach anyways. Here, full screen with plenty of stinger. Big counter clone slash.
Perfect.
LasanyaSlayer, a very good round 3.
Let's rock.
Nice actually stand block that time. I've been caught a couple times with the overhead. Trying to connect with that 2P interrupts. Trying to dissuade the retreat from Udon, and what a stroke. Goodness.
Good air throw from Udon, keeping Lasagna in the corner. Priced into the burst there, and yeah, Dark Angel coming out.
Nice. Actually, what a deep call out on the burst. The slowest burst call out you'll ever see, and still worked out. Sometimes it's a slower approach, and people can't help but feel like they need to press the eject. Nice little pickup. 6P with the anti-air. Nice stuff here. Lasagna 2-1.
Taking the lead in this matchup, very crucial, because now Udon gonna have to make a very good adaptation. And Lasagna Slayer can also still threaten to switch to Goldlewis should they so choose.
Duel 1.
It is time. Lasagna Slayer just needs this one to move on. Antidepressant scale actually counter-hitting there.
Whoa.
Oh, man.
Massive lead. Hard knockdown off this sequence. Oh, caught the backdash away. A little close slash there. Stagger still gets another batter. Round up.
Duel 2.
Lasagna Slayer now on set point. Udon. Oh, what a round start. And yeah, immediately bursting out from Lasagna. Did not want to get put in the corner.
I do like that clever setup though. We go for the 2D after the Stinger setup so we can avoid the chemical love. See once again, Stinger is still going to interrupt. Yeah, that'll definitely get that counter hit off the wall, but still Lasagna with a substantial lead. Udon trying to close that gap. Throw another one, reset.
Strike throw. Nice backdash, one touch. Oh, that's so big!
Massive comeback there from Udon. Very well done. Lasagna down on those resources going into this final round. UV pushing away.
GG's. Now the Stinger Assault coming in.
JP.
Lasagna fully in command of this round. Even down burst, but still has that 100 tension to work with now. Here we go, Dark Angel.
Oh, actually very devious setup there, going for the low instead. Udon still has a burst, trying to push back if you so choose. Backdash, finally takes a turn. Oh! Trying to go for the air carcass, but there it is, close slash burst, last one of the round. And we can just go for Stingers at full screen position. Lasagna all too happy to finish her out from there. That's 3-1 in favor of Lasagna to advance in this bracket.
By the way, everyone, if you haven't already done so, claim a Matcherino code. Still got tons of those left. As we get underway.
Ooh. You see already DP reversal on wake up, close slash continue. And actually a couple of calorie cancels there to make sure that we get this corner and shatter.
Awesome. What up, throw? Just do it again.
What are you going to do at worst? You try to jab or you try to winger? I'm going to get you. I'm just going to get you. Nice block. Oh, JH. I wonder if we try to air there. Looks like we kind of did.
Floofy trying to get the... Yeah. Fadeaway button does connect, however, not in range to get any pressure off of it. Floofy now just trying to get the blender started. Oh!
Ooh, still able to... Ah! Ah!
That was... Oh, God!
Nice, Hawk Baker, yet still.
Yeah.
Sin is inevitable, despite all those. It's death by 1,000 cuts always from Millia, right? Of just, I have to open the opponent up so many times to make sure I get the kill. Meanwhile, Sin is like, yeah, I'll just hit you twice, you're gonna die. I don't like that mix. It was nightmare.
And I'm so glad that I don't have to contend with mix like that. I am so glad.
I just wrote Millia, okay?
Oh, oh no. Game one.
Don't have to contend with mix like that. You got JP. Like, what do you mean?
No, let's not go there, okay? Whoa, hold on. Wait.
You got Rashid.
Oh no, please.
Don't even get me started about my one fan and it's over for you. Beat driver? Alright, nice to get you. Ooh! Alright, so push back with that Lust Shaker. JH. We tried to air-to-air interrupt, and I feel like throw might be the play here for Nanan a little bit more.
Definitely on the wrong side of that assault, but oh, what is okay? Oh. Nice read.
I can't believe it. The turnaround. Floofy has been getting so much mileage off of simply left-righting people. And I say simply, but ain't nobody blocking all that without a guard button, okay?
Not. And then
L-Call chase down.
Floofy, good counter head button, and yeah, Floofy immediately pulling the trigger on the burst. Knows that they can generate more before the end of this round. The end of this game, rather.
Oh, Batboon is a low. A low, empty low this time. You feel like you're safe because your back is against the wall. You can't get left-righted, but now you got to worry about the high-low. RTL for hard knockdown. I mean, Sit can still turn the tide here. Tap, dust, let's take a round.
Duel 3.
Got your eyes open? Let's find out.
Dashing away here. Settle things down with the 6P.
Move stomp overhead, not getting blocked, immediately cashing out. Look at that damage.
Up again. Well, we're not converting bigger damage. We tried to go for an early L-cut low.
Oh,
Just still active.
GG. This does not get blocked. That's gonna be the round.
Not quite. Ah! Not the ride the lightning. We got a PRC trying to go for the air throw. We're facing the wrong direction. The hook stopped the burst.
It's a scramble.
Oh, the PRC after a hair car. It's not raw. It's an anti-air setup.
My God. Absolute chaos is the correct word to use. Ugh. Just after all of that, both players scrambling to get into the advantageous position, and Floofy just able to find the anti-air at the very end, tying things up, one game apiece. Take a breather, reassess, and engage as we head into game 3.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
6P is the start. I can't believe we put on a second 6P after the first one with. You're nuts. You're ridiculous. You're irresponsible. You're outrageous. 2K knockdown.
And they're getting started.
Oh my God. Floofy, it's gotta stop happening. Floofy, you worked too hard to let this happen. YRC to try to steal it back and go for the hair car, able to carry the corner. But look how much damage we did compared to what Honduran Super Soldier has done.
Let's go for a reset. Gets it, but doesn't convert.
Not the 6B blocks the burst.
Duel 2. Let's rock.
You're in Super Soldier. Nan. Starting to get into the rhythm. Has to get up first though.
Watch it. Air.
Oh no!
RC? Yeah, that's around. What a pick up here. Turned the tide, did Floofy.
Not that first bar right now. A shaker gets something and able to bait out the Hawk Baker. This is massive damage, and Nan knows it. Immediately pulls the trigger on first once they get it.
Scoop, move backdash, but no answer back from Floofy. Fake out the close flash. Another one, the hoof stomp.
Enough to kill, even with the brittle bones. Got one shot at life left, and the gazelle step low.
You know why we did that, right? It was gonna be hair car. It was the threat against hair car. If you try to drive into me, I'm gonna drive into you. We're both gonna crash.
Or I'm sorry, elk hunt. Let me correct myself. Not gazelle step. I believe that was definitely elk hunt.
Yes. Hey. Number 4. Nan taking that lead.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Start once again. Bursting. Made a mistake. I'm in the corner. I'm sorry.
The energy from these two is off the wall right now. Set some voices for the wall break. Honduran Super Soldier.
There it is. Finally getting the air throw. Stomp and burst immediately. But no resources for you to guard this. We can Bat Boon in the corner. There we go. Not enough to get the shatter though. The BRC. Oh, what's it? The convert.
Reset. Forward
Yeah,
throw. Oh.
Good air block. Be careful. We're trying everything we can to get one last strike, and the 6P is all that we need.
There was like 3 different interactions there that it could have ended at for either side, but Floofy just barely able to get the better of it. Now Honduran Super Soldier without burst for this round.
Nice stomp. Tap to launch.
Still growing into the wall break. We're gonna start regenerating this burst. Nice air throw!
That's all we've been looking for. That is literally all that Nan has been looking for throughout this set. Many air throw attempts have gone off the wayside, but finally we're finding connections here in what is potentially your match point. The maximum range of that left shaker. I can't believe we got a little bit closer to connect. Oop, jump out. Capel denies the air-to-air, and the Hawk Baker still going to connect.
Hitbox saving lives, and Floofy forced pull the trigger just before half health. A big hit for Honduran Super Soldier. Gonna be enough though.
JS. Thrown. Air throw again. All it took was for Nan to find the air throw opportunities.
Duel
Someone's going to have winner side advantage.
Already got that first knockdown here. It's gonna be pretty scary.
Good set of spells for Magician Girl.
Absolutely. 2P. Oh. Push away and immediately fires off an electric cue. Let me reinstall the deck.
Absolutely switching over to test case 2. That is where the bread and butter is made. Pretty late burst, I would say, from Scissors.
But the damage is still gonna do call out that burst, carry the corner, one more interaction, throw. Scissors dances right on through. Fan toss. It's still our turn. Nice.
Very good job. Round start goes. And pretty good set of spells for the round start, although already burning through them. You're gonna get the hard knockdown off of the throw and get a partial reload. We got the full reload spell. Nice.
Knocked out here. Magician Girl. Ooh, got the guard crush on the approach. What a backdash from Scissors. Is still going to get chased down thanks to the RC.
Article for the hard knockdown.
Strong character to not be killed by this. The dance again. What a hard call out. Floofy. Oh my goodness. Scissors cannot be stopped.
Very low on life, having to sacrifice a lot of health in order to regenerate. Oh no! This could be curtains.
Oh, that's not what we wanted. A little bit of a misinput there. Scissors, unfortunately, going to fall.
Scissors trying to spin through the bullet hell. Bookmark, so that way we can change test cases and also get a better hand.
Yeah, the teleport. Good blocks from Scissors.
Oh
right, no mana. Not good. Oh, what an air-to-air. Calling out the fan toss at that range is big stuff for Magician Girl.
Not close enough for a wall break, and I think that might have been the point. Just give yourself a little bit more time to regen that mana shield. God, look at these spells. One arpeggio, 3 teleports. There goes the arpeggio. There goes a teleport. And a super parry call out on the cube!
There it is. Scissors, even on the back foot, able to call out with this parry. What it takes for this game number 2. I mean, Magician Girl doing a solid job, but it gets scary how close Anji can get with all these dances to pass right through these projectiles.
I mean,
Duel 1.
very interesting scenario regardless. This round start. The round start really dictating how hard this matchup is going to be. I feel.
Dance already active, but we got the PRC to chase. That's huge. Wait a minute. Normally we follow up right after and just keep swinging. So I'm surprised Magician was able to get in that throw. Wild Assault to carry for corner and get our shatter and rebuild those resources.
I think this is actually going to crack Mana Shield here. No, just barely not. There it goes.
Anyway, still get that final strike. Looking great with that positive bonus too. So that rebuilt that burst gauge. Ooh, Madari round start. It's the way to go. Reversal interrupts that 2P earlier, and now Nagiha able to open things up and shatter.
Shattering more than just the wall, shattering the Mana Shield as well, and now Scissors in prime position to seal this one up. An aggressive Gold Burst just to get some more time.
Open up here. Shotgun blast to deny the escape route. Respecting that distance. Nice toss. Oh my goodness, close enough to the super to follow through. Interrupts. Magician Girl in trouble. Literally a sneeze away from death. Scissors could burst and try to steal it back one more time. Here's our burst. Believes in the final touch. Has 50% tension, but not going to be able to spend it. The gamble does not pay off. I think we just let that run a little bit long there.
Aggressive hero burst from Scissors, and now we'll only get access to it at the very end of the round. Things go long enough. Good spin. Girl trying to stock up on some ammo.
See that 6 speed to interrupt the water projectile and dance right through the next one. Just being active on defense, but we still need to find one more hit. We have to. Oh no! Bad teleport, and this is too ready for it. The hop into super. Oh, expected a button press there. The parry goes unpunished. No, we spend it all. We're desperate to try to steal back the advantage. Good throw and a close slash finish. Scissors still secures victory. A 2-0 lead. Unbelievable. I mean, we spent 100 meters to try to get some breathing room away from Scissors. And yet, Scissors remained stoic on defense, was able to close that gap. Excellent series. So 2-0. We go into this next one.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Good round start so far for Magician Girl. Very aggressive stance taken.
Jesus. What a 2P. The true reversal of Anji. 5K. Carry to corner. Ooh. Max range on the heavy a little bit too far. If you look to 5K to interrupt the cube, does get super, not close enough to connect. It's very smart to JP that cube. And a second parry for Shatter.
On this match though. Oh. Oh, could have gotten a pickup but didn't trust in it, I think. Low hit from Scissors. Stealing it up now on set point. Magician Girl. We need to find an answer.
Super. Back to another knockdown scenario, but the lead is still in favor of Magician Girl with 100 tension on their side.
50 on the YRC. Sacrifices some health just so that way the mana is good. Great.
Switch back with that burst. Ooh, tried to parry the overhead. Oh, the fadeaway JK. That's a game for Scissors. 3-0 victory over Magician Girl. A valiant effort. Unfortunately, ever since seeing Nitro do so well, I said, man, I should play Giovanna.
Round start counter hit. Immediately getting bursted.
Fadeaway jump. Nice JH. That's a massive open, but now you got to do all that work again to run down back into the corner. And this stinger would be such a problem for Gio. Oh. Yeah, despite her having like that dash block, it can be very mentally taxing to try to close that gap. There seems to be no issue here as Nadan does get the 6H for the knockdown. Blur for the low to get the shatter. Gravity well, tries to pull things in.
Yeah. Okay, I am seeing that tech now that we described earlier. Oh, Lightning Bolt actually trading!
Get deflect shield. No JD for you. And Drill's going to be tricky. Drill is kind of like a good answer against projectiles, but look at the rate of fire we see from Venom. Oh my god. Aaron is playing and typing in the chat. How is that possible?
I don't know. That's some pretty crazy stuff. We head into round number 2. Good trade from both sides. But again now, the Stinger Assault coming through, but good navigation.
Bro, this is a great spot to be. Interesting blue RC there. Maybe we thought we could dance here. Oh, that's a dash up, so we're going to be able to block this. Doesn't commit to a forward method, just backs off. You're going to take all of that chip. Oh, nice.
What a whip punish. Catching out with Windstorm. Not enough to kill though. Lasagna Slayer will have one more shot at this.
Yeah. Massive counter hit. We still have burst, but we'd much rather carry it to the next round if we can survive. And adding that extra defensive value with 100% tension is a big factor. Backdashed into your Doom. That is unfortunate.
Held on to the burst just a little bit too tightly. First game on the board for Lasagna Slayer. I mean, that Giovanna looked really solid. Yeah, no reason to switch off, I think.
It's just such a tricky matchup. Like, because of how aggressive Lasagna can be with Stinger, Gio having like that step dash makes it a little easier to make that approach, but you have to get that initial knockdown and be able to assert your own offensive pressure. Stop Venom from that passive character. Poor Stinger.
Angel.
Ooh, yeah, locking right back into it.
That layering was so disgusting.
Jumped in though. Still gonna interrupt 2P. Good lead from Lasagna. Safe. Oh, if you don't get 6P for one of those, crazy!
Lasagna Slayer just taking full control of the operation.
Close the gap again. Does connect with the JH on block. But a 6P. And that's such a great tool to use against Giovanna because of how many of her normals you can just low profile.
Nifty command grab, and now all of a suddenly, Nan in control of the round.
Approach. Back off. Tries to. Oh, I love the flip kick, but doesn't need to call out the opposite side. It does negate that Dark Angel. So that's a smart maneuver. Tapped us for the extra hang time off the wall. Enough to get the shatter.
No shot that Lasagna Slayer was going to try and hero burst and make the comeback there just in case things did go south. Now,
oh. That's what we were looking for there. We're paying the price. The counter hit heavy. Why did that go so high? That's not supposed to go that high.
that was some crazy hang time that Venom got there.
What the flip kick even? That's not... What do you mean? All right, dive kick. We're still safe.
Yeah.
We're already air dashing, so we'll avoid that.
Yeah, chomping counter.
Got JK to D to get the full follow through, and a run up tap does.
You see that Dark Angel in the background of the camera spin? Just sitting there menacingly.
Gotta go off stage. That's all there is. It's a 1-all. A grueling set, but still able to cross the finish line for Nan,
Mankind.
the Honduran super soldier.
Let's rock.
Arrow round start actually catching Lasagna Slayer on the backdash. Now you got a bulldog through these stingers. Oh no! What a read!
Nice. That's a throw. Back in the corner. Yeah, it's so difficult to navigate this space. Like 6P. Let's get the drill. Nice! Got another 6P here. Fade away. Does get the JS connect. He's still gonna fight tooth and nail to maintain that corner. Does get that hard knockdown. And since we have the event, back off. I think we're trying to bait a throw out that backdash there. It's just not gonna work out.
Punch counter.
There we
but
go.
the jump in!
Yeah, the jump heavy to get that follow. Launches with the dash install DP. Forward slash. You don't have meter. You're not gonna have meter to cancel it. Oh no! We bet it all on reversal super. And just got burst. Last interaction on both sides, and the throw will be just enough to finish it. Unfortunately, squandering what was otherwise a pretty stellar final round. Lasagna Slayer will gladly take advantage of that.
Just a little bit of meter mismanagement. I would certainly call it that, yeah.
I think we were expecting the far slash from Slayer, or not Slayer, wow, well, Lasagna Slayer on the Venom.
Yes.
But opting to switch to Sin this time around, I think this would be the better pick, because dash blocking against Venom is so difficult and annoying to do that you could just elk hunt and avoid the stinger.
See if Nan even gets the opportunity to try and close in with elk hunt. These stingers still just proving to be a thorn in the side.
Nice. Actually going for a DP to call out the carcass raid. Wasn't sure that was going to even activate, but still feeling frisky with the DP is okay. And that's the other alternative. Like, you have an actual reversal with Sin as opposed to Giovanna. You're kind of going to have to hold it unless you have resources. A couple of heavies. Close slash.
Nice. Tyrant Barrel to confirm the kill.
Duel 2.
And also with the burst advantage going into this round. Good ID.
Okay, fade away, JP, and immediate cancel into Ride the Lightning. Reason being is because now we'll get that positive to build back that burst. We don't want to go into another round potentially without anything. And we backed off expecting burst there, and that's an unfortunate bait attempt because we couldn't continue the combo after.
Anya Slayer throwing out Dark Angel, probably going to try and take this to the wall. RTL to go through it. No, gets hit at the very end.
Wait, it's still RoboKai from the background, able to fire off a missile? Man.
Duel 3.
The fire support is insane from RoboKai.
Nice. That's a massive counter hit. Missed the 2S. That's okay. Strip burst away from Lasagna. That 6P is killer.
Yeah, sending Sin into the corner. Lasagna Slayer, no burst to work with, but this is still a very precarious situation for both sides.
There it is. Counter. Burst on the table. Oh, nice delay.
Front shield messing up the hoof stomp. Oh no!
Yeah, just ran into it, unfortunately. We're gonna survive this sequence. Very careful. Backing off for the 2Ps. Oh! See, remember the last set, we wanted to see air throws for Nan, and we're missing that one. Does get Hawkbaker. Had enough to cancel again with another Gazelle step, but run up throw to seal the deal and tie it up 2-all.
I am like holding my breath in some spots. Like it is just tooth and nail between these two as we head into game 5. And yeah, Lasagna Slayer laying it all on the line with Venom. I like it.
Duel 1.
Final game.
Let's rock.
I feel like this is gonna be the tail of the tape for the rest of this bracket here. Got the low. Yeah, I love it. We're spending the Wild Assault to guarantee the shatter and free up on some resources.
Absolutely. Man,
Not taking that line down though.
Lasagna Slayer just trying to make life difficult for Nan, trying to make this approach as annoying as possible.
Oh, the L cut, 6P attempt, probably expected a far beak driver potentially. With an extended recovery on 6Ps. And all too happy to take advantage of it and take this round.
Meaty button there. As we are now in set point, Lasagna Slayer needing these final 2 rounds. Oh no!
Oh, missed the conversion off the 5K. Got a little too far on that one.
Nice.
Good. Not able to connect that heavy.
This is big. Catches the backdash, immediate burst out from Lasagna Slayer. That is going to be it for the round, unless we can sneak in a positive bonus somewhere.
Ooh. Yeah, still got opened up by that. Oh, actually gonna catch the whip on this. No, recovered in time. All right.
It's a full 100. Okay. That was insane there at the very end. Now, set point for both sides. Nan. Get first shot at first, but Lasagna Slayer so far so good.
JS expecting a burst, which actually gives Nan a moment of reprieve.
Angel rapidly approaching, can't switch block in time. The missile's gonna get the wall break.
It's unfortunate. I think we were caught between a rock and a hard place, wanting to go for an air throw or air-to-air interaction. Just Lasagna was too slow to make the approach. Final burst off the table, but we interrupt the L cut with a 2K 2D. And that will do a 3-2 victory in favor of Lasagna Slayer on this Venom. It's got to be a very annoying character to go up against, especially
For anyone who is traveling as well, this might be a last chance for anyone to get some masses for those ladders. But we are down to winners, not winners finals. Sorry, losers finals. Magician Girl versus Lasagna Slayer. Lasagna keeping it tried and true with the Venom.
look at that. Absolute dominance in the corner like we saw in that initial game on the winner's side. Locked out with the super shotgun blast to bounce off the wall. It's not your turn. You're not allowed to set up any cue balls, nothing. Try again. Backing off here. Try to go for the full projectile war once again. Magician Girl.
It's looking good for Magician Girl. Lasagna Slayer. Oh. I didn't even see the heavy gravity snap come out.
Yeah, that was Ariel's setup to avoid the stinger. This is the most impressive usage of every resource that Asuka has I've ever seen. Like, Magician Girl playing the whole deck.
Full bookmark, changing test cases as well, trying to get a favorable hand. There we go, auto bookmark enabled. He also got the auto mana regen, so every single good resource. Player. Oh no, oh no, things are about to get wacky.
There, it's okay, as long as you're out of the corner, and has a full stack of cards now. Gravity Well is still there, but you get pushed away by the Dark Angel. To maintain this defense, YRC is an option. There it is.
Forced to use burst, but then in a really bad spot now. Dark Angel threatening a wall break, but good blocked by Magician Girl, able to get the electric pages out. Get that first game on the board, continuing the dominance from their earlier set.
That neutral jump was actually really important there because it negates any of the low mix. You're not going to be caught in any of the visual noise, so you're only going to have to hold a air block scenario against Venom. Lasagna unable to apply any sort of mix beyond that, and then ideally you put yourself in a scenario where Lasagna Slayer thinks to take the disguise. You already had advantage for the double jump, so you can come with the falling button. Oh my god, the splash at round start.
Very good for Lasagna Slayer, but Magician Girl immediately retaking space, establishing their game plan. Now we're switching decks. This is looking like a pretty solid hand.
Okay, there it is. Burst away. Free approach and got the teleport at the last minute there. Really opening things up against Lasagna. There it is, the onslaught continues. Low cost spells. Oh, got to spend and called out the burst thanks to that RC. It was easy reads. Should be around for Lasagna there.
Black hole will be enough. Good job by Lasagna Slayer.
Anytime they're still able to chase with projectiles. Magician Girl able to restock and push back at the corner. Shatter. We'll take it.
Close distance from the Lasagna Slayer now. Oh, the 6B hitbox. Yep. Come get sent to the wall with this one. Oh
Another.
no, the
It'll be
follow-up
another.
will though. Wait, what?
Not close enough. The Dark Angel. Caught low once. The trade in favor of Magician Girl, and she's still going to take the round.
Duel 3. Let's rock.
Oh my gosh. Stinger aiming to blast right through. Doesn't want to let Magician Girl get comfortable.
That was so close to hitting Lasagna Slayer, but here we go. Ball assault in progress right now. Look at the damage. Where did all that mana go?
All those Stinger aims and his tricky business trying to navigate the chip. D does connect. Final burst. Oh, I think we're getting caught by Stinger regardless.
I think so too.
Oh, the extra hang time. We do get the opportunity to push for an overhead. He's not going to connect. Lasagna's defense impeccable.
Lasagna just needs one more hit.
We earn with vicious attention here. Good stock of cards. Still not going to get caught by an overhead. Lasagna locked tight on defense right now.
Defense is impeccable, but oh no. Has to give up first. Dark Angel now is the call. Lockdown. One touch for either side now.
Big. Oh, that was scary. One final hit is all that we needed.
Yeah, the teleport in. Good call out by Lasagna Slayer. Magician Girl just inches away from being able to take that. Now, as we reset, 1-1 is the score. Next person to take 2 will take it.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Definitely.
Maybe a low profile with that 2D shotgun. I don't care about your cue wall. Perfect distance so we don't get called out by a stinger, or far slash rather.
Oh no.
Just keep card crushing. This is fine. I'll keep stocking up on cards right in your face.
Particle is the call. Yeah. Cool. How quaint.
I'm not even sure what Lasagna does at that range without any resources, because YRC safe. I guess you got the burst. That sucks. That feels terrible. Don't be there, Lasagna.
That is really awful, yeah. Yeah, the Screamer as well, and now Lasagna Slayer just back in this god-awful spot. Switch test cases. We're looking for a good set of cards.
Oh man, opened up. Where's the opportunity to press? That might have been it right there with like a 5P before the giant cube got close to you, but that was a pretty tight window. All right, nice, baits up the 6P, and now we got our breathing room here, but the teleport still gets pushed back.
To make sure that we had a good hand really briefly. Oh God Cube is coming out, connects. Has to let the combo drop.
A quick refund here. Yeah, that's the other factor. Look at the dice roll that Magician Girl takes with refunding that mana. Spending your health to build resources is terrifying. This is the scenario right here. We didn't really get hit by too much throughout that round. It was just our own self-damage.
Magician Girl down resources as well. Look at that burst gauge. There is nothing left, and Lasagna Slayer just harassing from range with the stinger shots, but the green cube catching. Pull for the wall break just to start getting this burst back.
Oh my gosh, another cycle.
Gold burst is not close enough.
Absolutely overwhelming offense. This is such a fascinating glass cannon style that Magician Girl is putting out there, because the gamble is our opponent can't last throughout all this offensive pressure we put out here. I have so many cards that are just beating you down, chipping away at your health, that you start to panic and you get opened up. But at the same time, as we're seeing in the set, as Lasagna Slayer kind of settles into a defensive state and just survives the onslaught, Magician Girl does the work for Lasagna and just sacrificing their own health.
Oh yeah, and that's sort of an interesting dichotomy, because like that is not the only option that Magician Girl can use in order to regen mana. Like, it is arguably the best option for Asuka, is trading that light for health, or trading that light for mana. Sorry, light for health. What am I saying? But it's like Lasagna Slayer biding time, letting Magician Girl do a lot of the work. And there we go, Mana Shield all of a sudden cracked. Any hit is probably going to spell disaster.
Backing away. Massive lead for Lasagna, but tap dust finds the opening. Not enough to get a kill. Whoa, shotgun. Too much of a delay for Lasagna. A moment of hesitation costs you so much.
But like you were saying, it's now one touch, and Lasagna Slayer able to find it.
Duel 2. Let's rock.
Stinger finally snipes its way through.
overhead does connect, and the Screamer as well. Lasagna Slayer forced into the corner, and now Magician Girl immediately cashing out, getting this positive bonus rolling.
Oh no way! Covering the offense with that Dark
what a
Angel.
backdash!
Yeah, huge backdash, but no follow-up after the RC.
So yet again, Gold Burst gets baited out, and we are going to game 5.
Attempt here, final game of losers finals.
It's like, it's really tough to tell like who is in like the better position at times, just because like it looks like Magician Girl is just on this never-ending like train of offense, but like you pointed out, like having to trade that health for mana is like keeping them really close together.
Thing of it, right? It's such a big sacrifice to try to maintain that offense. And if Lasagna could just weather the storm and not panic, we're going to be okay in terms of answering back. There's less work for you to do later on. Going to get shot right through the wall after taking a trade.
Girl. This looks pretty good. Trying to cover the run-up with the particle. Now we're in this sweet spot. Can escape from Lasagna.
Tapped us. Not going to spend. Oh my goodness, we do spend burst.
Magician Girl. Oh no, gets clipped by the Dark Angel. Not close enough. Needs the wall splat. This is doable.
Yeah, absolutely. Now that burst is off the table for Magician Girl, Lasagna. Burst well spent. Stinger aim. Actually, the navigation connecting the ball right in front of us here. So it was going to snipe that approach. Well played from Lasagna. Match point.
Burst not available for either side, and Lasagna Slayer. The patience has been immaculate. Has been stuck in that corner for most of this set, but not panicking at all. Ball set calls out.
6B can only take on so much. We'll chase down here, so it's going to force a block.
We've got to find a good hand. There it is. One touch.
Mana and no health.
That's gonna be it! The Dark Angel catching! Lasagna Slayer triumphs in the run back on their own time, but we do have a grand finals. Scissors versus Lasagna Slayer. Lasagna Slayer gonna need 2 sets.
5K, already pushed back to corner. Ooh. 6P just was entirely. No challenge back from Lasagna, but this time does get QB push away again. But Stinger, a little too extreme.
Yeah, good patience getting the punish counter, and now Scissors not pulling the trigger on the burst just yet.
The push out. Yeah, it's going to get a little tricky to try to dance through those stingers with that low health deficit. Lasagna taking that first round.
Overspent on either side, but Lasagna Slayer finally the first one to pull the trigger. A good low profile. Cashing out all this damage. Anya. Harassing.
Whoa! Yeah, and we can wait for it here, right? We do get that parry. Scissors getting a moment of reprieve. Chase things down, but great JD coming from Lasagna.
Angel picks up!
Oh, how do you know, Scissors? How?
Scissors is in the walls.
Literally, like, I think you're just fine and trying to pressure, then suddenly Scissors says, yeah, but what if I parry?
Lol, Labal.
Stinger. At least does get a ball set up here. Great little setup with the JD to approach.
Man. Just nickel and diming is just costing Scissors so much.
Off no 6P to find the mark. Does drift out of the corner.
Angel gets super parried. Yeah, you had to have known that was coming as soon as you threw it out.
Well, flashes not challenged by Lasagna 6P. Just on the cusp of a burst, but the backdash away for the command grab. Scissors recovers and takes that first game.
Yeah, I just want to double check really quick. Lasagna Slayer and Scissors did play during ladder. It was a 3-1 in favor of Lasagna Slayer. We'll see. Are we going to see a repeat of the ladder?
Duel 1.
Scissors drew first blow. Already getting that spin, close slash, and burst off the table. Might be the distance that you need. Nice knockdown.
That really awesome stage transition music happening in the background. Scissors. The relentless assault happening right now. Lasagna Slayer needs to find an answer, will not be able to provide one.
Duel 2. Let's rock.
Fish. Ooh, what a frame kill. Oh no. Oh! What?
Nice. Little shimmy there. Open up with another. Nice JD. Oh my goodness.
Okay. Scissors is just opening their third eye right now. Lasagna Slayer starting to put up some offense. And
Slap.
Unbelievable max range.
my god! And now, Scissors, just one game away from being tonight's tournament winner, Lasagna Slayer. I mean, the tank might be running on empty here. Are we No, we're not switching.
With that Venom. I mean, I'm really surprised that just this excellent navigation from Scissors to close the gap against Lasagna, who is putting up this
Duel 1.
tremendous wall of offense. Yet still Dance is such a great equalizer in this matchup, it seems. Dash block, nice approach with IB. Look at this.
Aggressive burst from Scissors wants to keep Lasagna Slayer in the corner. Lasagna reciprocating though.
Nice, JD counter hit again.
What a fortunate wall splat, and the skip immediately into the super, going to cash out that damage and get this positive bonus rolling.
IRC, backdash away, okay. Low slash counter hit, should be around.
Slap.
Nothing is stopping Scissors with victory in sight and this 2-0 lead. We are down
Tournament.
first on this round, so potentially Lasagna can take advantage of this.
Tournament on the line. Lasagna Slayer. Forcing the
Close
game
slash.
plan. Nice. Black hole pocket. Trying to maximize damage.
Goodness, quite a round. All right, a perfect at that. That seems more like a traditional Lasagna Slayer round, but still a lot of work to do. Even resources, dodging the 6P. You're still vulnerable because of the recovery time.
Vision connects, there's burst, and that might be all that the resources that Lasagna Slayer gets. A minute. Oh no! The run up gets jumped! Some things start to look very bad for Lasagna Slayer. Slowly getting chipped away. A significant hit. Are you dead here? Will this kill? No!
No! Reset with the red RC? All you needed was super! Dancing? You better not be showing off scissors, I swear. The stress. Alright, does have 100 tension. Tech. And a code to finish the job. Scissors with a clean 3-0 victory to take tonight's bracket.
Guilty Gear Tournament number 76 goes the way of Scissors. Congratulations.